Hello, hello, hello. It's a Sunday evening, and you know what that means? It's New Who Watch Along. Yes, we've got the Age of Steel coming up. I actually like the second part, to be honest. So, yeah, looking forward to this. We've got our panel in the background waiting, so we might as well introduce them all. And on this week's panel, well, same guess. Do you know what? Same guess. I'm just going to bring the money messing. All right. So on this week's panel, we have some great YouTubers for you. Subscribe to them all. Great lads. No ladies on the panel. Could be construed as a bit sexist, but no. You know, they're probably busy doing other stuff. But who, you know, yeah. Yeah, Revolution of the Hoovians Part 2. No. There's no Part 1 or 2. There's no revolution. The revolution already happened. 7 million households walked away. Right? Well, let's get the panel on. Right, we're going to start with our very first guest because he seems to have a cyber head. So why not? Yeah, he's got thumbs up as well. So I'd like to introduce everybody. He's new on the channel. He's been here a few weeks now. But I'd like to introduce everybody to Geek Union.
Hello, how are you all doing?
Yeah, we're doing fine. Oh my God, does that actually talk in a Cyberman voice?
Yeah, sort of.
Wow. That's brilliant. Now, what a way to start. What?
I thought it was
right, we've got a Cyberman on board the panel this week, but we've also got a Davros. Yes, and he's all the way from Scotland. I don't know what Davros will be doing in Scotland because the weather is shit, really. But you know, we'll find out anyway. Scottish Davros is with us this week.
Hey, hello.
How are you?
I'm Geek Union. Yeah, I'm
Hello,
good.
how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm really good. I'm actually up for tonight's watch along. I'm really looking forward to hearing your watching the episode tonight.
Yeah, well, just to let you know, I basically got sick before we went live. I got a takeaway and it hasn't settled properly. So if I do run off during the stream, I'll let you know. You might have to fill in for me, but I seem to be okay for now. But I wasn't feeling too great. But right, let's bring on our last man. He's came all the way from a different planet. I keep saying it every time he's on, though. I don't know why he would settle here. Maybe it's the boobies. Has to be the boobies. Because like there's nothing else really on this planet, like except boobies. Right, let's bring him on. It's the rabbi from another planet.
You are indeed correct, sir. Your planet is a mess. It is bereft of many things, civilization, culture, but it has one thing that no other planet has, and that is boobies. That is boobies, and that is why the rabbi from another planet came to settle amongst you, so I could bury myself with the boobies.
You come in peace.
Sorry, Ted. I'm sorry. I'll sit down.
No, wait,
Ted.
no. I have a question for you. What was this takeout you got?
What? What was
the takeout you got?
What was the? Oh yeah, because you put up that it was because the trailer was from a certain time period and I had certain
No, that wasn't the question. What was the takeout that you had that's not reacting?
Oh, the takeout. Yeah, I had Fred. You think it'd be great because I live in Ireland, but I actually had a smoked cod chips and a battered sausage.
Oh. The battered sausage will get you every time, mate. That's
I'm telling you, man, it didn't go down. After I finished eating, I said to her, "Oh man, I don't feel well. I think I need to go to the toilet." So
we ate the same thing.
It doesn't matter. You didn't have a battered sausage.
Because they're gross.
Jesus,
battered sausage can be deadly.
And then she's there. Then she's there. You're not dying. You don't have food poisoning. Stop overreacting. And I'm there like,
yeah. But Helen, did anybody have mushy peas?
Not in Ireland. It's not.
Oh, really? Oh, these had this great thing, the chippy down my way. They had mushy peas, which are then batter and fry. That was freaking awesome.
Right. No, they don't do that. No, I know it's some chippers in Ireland do mushy peas, but that's an English thing.
So my Londoner, mate. There we go.
No, there's Scotch eggs as well. You know, Scotch eggs from Scotland.
I don't mind a Scotch egg, but I like a mushy pea better than a Scotch. Yeah. Although I do like a pickled onion. Now you're talking.
Oh yeah, pickled onion.
By the way, has anybody we did a 4-hour stream last night. Now there has been a glitch on YouTube where sometimes half of the streams are going up, but then it normally rectifies itself. The 4-hour stream that we did last night, up until I went to bed, before I spoke to Rabbi, I went to bed before I spoke to Rabbi before I went to bed. But when I checked my video, and it's weird, there's a video that I've been trying to upload all day for you guys, the BBC one. I even threw the link up, and it wouldn't let me. And there you go. I've only started this stream, and I'm limited already. Are you taking the piss, man?
What's the title? Yeah, listen, wow.
What the hell?
Nothing gone down as yet.
What is going on?
We can all just, get our dicks out now then, really, can't we? Why not? Let the good times roll.
Well, I've reviewed it while we're bloody on, but that's ridiculous. But anyway, yeah. So I've been trying to throw this bloody video up all bloody day. I finally got it up. But I had to get rid of the old link because YouTube is acting weird. Yep. And I don't know why they're actually holding revolution, the hashtag revolution of the Daleks in the held for review comment section as well. It's absolutely ridiculous, man. What are they saying?
That must be having a real impact.
It is, man. I'm not making I've always said it's not about making money on this channel for me. It never really has. But the opportunity is there to make a few quid. You know what I mean? And the opportunity that's there, YouTube are screwing me over. Like if it wasn't, as I said yesterday, for the super chats that I've been getting, I wouldn't have made that at all. Every bloody video. It doesn't matter what it is. As soon as it goes up, it's limited. It's limited. You can't even mention
are reporting you constantly. The crazes are okay. No, the crazes are crazy about you. Yeah, they love you.
Yeah, well,
it's actually, you know why? I'll tell you why. Because you're always bringing new people on. And you're always boosting new channels. That's why.
Yeah, it's ridiculous though. It's ridiculous. It doesn't matter anyway. I'm still going to keep doing what I'm doing anyway. They're not going to stop me. But I'm getting Age of Steel ready anyway. So I'll get it on Netflix.
Well, I uploaded it. If I need it, I can send you the link.
Well then, do you want to watch it on Netflix and put the earphones in, Cheryl, so you can watch it and I can watch it on my phone and I won't interfere with you watching it? Yeah? So you can kind of watch it. No? Okay. No, okay.
You didn't think you would get in trouble for that, did you?
I'm skipping the BBC recap, okay, guys?
Okay, 1 second. By the way, I have a question for you. I was going over the DVD or Planet of Fire, and they got a 66-minute movie length cut by Fiona Cumming, the director, with like new footage and new special effects. What do you think of doing that one?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, basically, I think it's like maybe you should put a poll on your Twitter because because people will. Depends what one they have access to, I guess.
Yeah, true. You have a point there. I'm just trying not to get sick here, so just like use ourselves.
Well, listen. I tell you what. No. Here's what we'll do. If you feel your buttocks trembling, like and you're about 4 or 5 seconds out, then all you need to do is say, "The sky is blue in the west," right? And then I'll know you're yourself, right? And then I'll get everybody to all laugh. No, then we'll think of something to say to distract them. It's blue in the west.
It'll be grand. I'll be good.
No one's gonna know.
Yeah, you know what? I'll just try to keep my mind off it. So what I'll do is, while I'm waiting for everybody to get their episode
Oh, I should get it
on
ready.
the go, I'll give a few shout outs there to people that are in the chat. So we have Bad Wolf Gamer, who was responsible for the images for the Jodie Whittaker. I love Jodie Whittaker. Two videos. Of course, every video, every series ends with a trilogy, so there will be a final one, which will
Yay!
but there will be, and I might have another video planned later on if things go to plan later on today. I'm not going to say, but there's something happening, and hopefully, it'll go in our favor. We got Charlotte Spitfire Mark at 1A is here as well. We've got Stuart. Jason is here as well. James. Welcome, James. James Bond. Daniel's in the chat and he's also on the panel.
Well, there you go. You get about it, mate.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Problem being is here as well. Chris. Marty, welcome. Super John.
Yeah.
And we got Kip Ellis. Welcome, Kip. We've got Alpha Omega. Oh, yeah. And and problem being,
No, I got to ask you a
I
question.
have to say so. Problem being, he had a bit of a turn today or last night, asthma attack or something. Asthma.
I'm sorry. Oh, I hope you're better, mate. I'm
But
sorry.
he hasn't been well, so I just want to wish him the best. He's a bit tired, so he mightn't be here for the whole lot, but hope you do well. You up for doing a James Bond team stream in November? If No Time to Die is still gonna come out then. Oh yeah, I'll have to watch.
It's not coming out in November. They pushed it out off to next year now.
Oh, have they?
I think it's next November at this point. It's like, it is. Here, I wonder. I'll look it up. It's a long time.
We got Dr. Dave, Pop Culture Avenger, in the chat. Welcome. We haven't started yet. We always give it about a half an hour after we come on, just so because a lot of other people, they see that I'm on, but they know we rant on a little bit, so they kind of just get whatever they have to get done, and then they pop in. Who else have we got? I think that's everybody. Dr. Dave. I mentioned Dr. Dave, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Yeah. So don't forget, moderators. I think Chris has already done it. Just whack all the channels up, yourself. Every 10, 15 minutes or whatever, just throw them up there. We try to get as many subs. And Lee Anthony Davis has a channel. Did a Doctor Who quiz. I sent some of you the link. And I also tagged some people on Twitter. If you haven't subscribed to their channel, please do. It's another new YouTube channel. Also, they're doing Doctor Who quizzes as well. So again, something different, Yeah,
that's cool. But can I just reply to Marty Carlin? No, it has not been officially delayed. It's still November 11th, I think. It's due for. But yeah, don't hold your breath, mate.
We won't start without you. Don't worry, Lee. We won't start without you. Go and do what you have to do. He wants, obviously, because it'll keep him entertained, and he's had a rough morning, so yeah.
You know who else had a rough morning? Tom King. Have you been following that story?
No, what's happened now?
Oh my God!
I've been following a little bit of it. Yeah, did he try call out someone or something, or try to cancel someone or something? Yeah. What happened now?
So, he tried to cancel this guy who's been in the industry for 50 years.
Yeah.
Because he did a cover for someone else. And he said, I spoke to him. And he's like, oh. So then this guy later put out this thing on his Instagram, smoking him. Oh my God. Smoking him beyond smoking it. It was incredible. Here, do you want me to read it? It's really crazy.
Go for it, man. By the way, I must really annoy the J-bot so much because I just got sent a message here. I won't say who it's from because obviously we don't want to start any trouble. But if they out themselves, it's your own stupidity. I've actually said I'm not going to mention your name. So if you go up on Twitter and then tell everybody, "Oh, Noel's picking on me because he read me tweet out," even though he didn't actually
Oh my
mention
God,
me.
they live to be say they've been bullied by
Right,
you.
well here. So this is how much I get to them. Noel Zone says that Jodie fans don't buy Jodie merch or new 13 Doctor sets. So here's a Jodie bot enjoying my new friends and foes set. Please get a life, not my doctors.
That's so funny. Ah.
Oh, by the way, I've got, hopefully, if things go to plan, I have something really, really funny for you later on. Some of you will be in bed, unfortunately, but you will get to see it first thing in the morning. If things go to plan, I'm not saying anything because I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but all I'll just say is that Jodie Whittaker, I Love Jodie Whittaker Part 3 will be out sometime. No, it won't be tonight. That'll be sometime during the week. But this other video, just put it this way, if everything goes to plan, right, this is going to be the biggest troll of all time. It's also going to make you all laugh. Because it's going to annoy them at no ends because they thought they were being smart arses. That's all.
Oh, they're just so crazy.
Say no, just in case you know. I don't want to let Atten slip. But that's how we get to them. Look at that. They're going out and buying Jodie Whittaker merchandise. Well, fair play to you. It's about bloody time.
Good for you then. There you go.
About bloody time. Now, you'll probably go down to the second-hand shop now and flog them off or something. So, like, who cares if you buy Jodie merchandise? There's not enough of you to buy.
Yeah, look, you think you can sustain this? Do you think you can replace how many other, like half the audience?
Listen,
and you're unemployed, and dirty and unwashed.
Yeah, 7 million households, right? But that's not just 7 million people. That's wherever how many is in each household. That's
I would say the fan audience, you got a pool of about 10, not much, like 10 to 15,000 people. Maybe 20, but that's it. Your core audience, like those DVD sets, the Blu-ray sets, they do a pricing of 5,000.
Yeah,
they sell out. It's like it's not a huge market, not huge at all. So, like, if they're like alienating 5,000 people, which they clearly are, and they could like Doctor Who magazine. It's just, I read it over over the last couple of days. I put out a video about it today. It's like, they put all their chips in the they're J-bots. They based half the magazine was like arguments for J-bots to repeat. And then the rest of it was like a discontinuity guide.
Yeah, do you know what's even funnier? They sent another photograph. So here's more merch. Jodie fans don't buy. Guess it just manifested it all. Listen. Do you know what? I don't care. Listen. I report things. I see the merch on the shelves. Yeah? You aren't buying the merchandise. Just because you put a couple of photographs up now and you've went out and bought some doesn't mean that everybody that supports Jodie Whittaker goes out and buys the merchandise. Doctor Who fans certainly are not buying the merchandise. So you can put up these photographs all you want to try to take hashtags over to make something positive of them and all of this crap. It's not going to save Jodie Whittaker and Chris Chibnall from being given their P45 after Series 13. Right? They're gone. So my advice to you guys is you have one more season of Jodie Whittaker. Enjoy it. Don't be getting involved in petty little squabbles with me, Ballstreck, or any other YouTuber out there, because before you know it, you blink and she's gone. Right? That's the reality. Right? She's going to be replaced. Right? Every doctor gets replaced, and she will be replaced after Series 13 because this cannot go on. They've already.
I still think that it's going to be mainly a season of Dr. Ruth with the current political climate. I don't see how they can have a white person be a lead, even a woman.
What happens, but it won't be Jodie Whittaker. That's my point, and that's what I'm trying to say to Jodie Whittaker fans. Go out there and enjoy it. Right, I'm glad to see some of you are going out to buy merch, and if that is because of YouTubers like me pushing you to go out and buy it, Well then, good, because you should be buying it because you say you support the era. So go out and buy the bloody merchandise because you haven't been buying it for 2 years, right? So all of a sudden, you all decide to put your hands in your pockets and go out, and you think that's going to save the show. You should have been buying the merch from day one, like the rest of us, day one. If you support the doctor, you buy that merchandise as soon as the first piece of merchandise comes out, you buy. You don't suddenly buy some because someone's been poking you with a stick on the internet and then by somehow putting photographs up, you think, oh, we're going to stick it to Noel because we're going to show them that we buy merchandise. These are actually pathetic.
It's not really a big threat to buy merchandise, is it?
No, it's very easy to get. I thought this be hard. By the way, we do have Pop Culture Avenger. We have lost 2 people in the world of celebrity. So R.I.P. Peter Green and Olivia de Havilland.
I have no idea who either of those people are.
Yeah, she's 103 or something. She bleeding only died. She's a Hollywood legend. Yeah, Havilland. That's what I said. Yeah, Peter Green. I have to be honest. Sorry, Pop Culture Avenger. You'll probably tell me who it is, and I'll say, "Oh yeah, I know who they are." But when it comes to names, I don't know who Peter Green is. But may they rest in peace. Hopefully, it wasn't COVID. I don't think the one that was 103 it was COVID. I think she just died in her sleep.
Maybe a combination of the two, right? Maybe that's
Regis. What's his name?
Regis died in natural.
Yeah, Regis. That presenter.
Oh yeah, I was actually sad about that one.
Yeah, same. Cheryl was sad about that one as well. Yeah, I think everybody was sad about him passing away. He actually is a legend of American TV. Even we kind of know him over here now, not as well as obviously.
Well, I mean, okay. The thing about Regis was he was like a very, very, like straight presenter, but he really wasn't a dick at all. So he was
Fleetwood Mac's front. All right, yeah. You think I would have known that being a Fleetwood Mac fan? Now, when I say a Fleetwood Mac fan, I don't mean I go out and buy their albums, but every song that they've released, I've liked. So
I bought one Fleetwood Mac album like when I was 20.
Yeah. Can you hear me calling?
That's the one. That's the one. Yeah, here you go. Love that one.
Oh, I want to be with you every way. Oh,
everywhere.
Everywhere. So what? Who gives a crap?
Oh, yeah, there's a big difference. No. Everywhere is kind of romantic. Everywhere
I was joking.
Everywhere you're taking up your ass,
What's
mate.
the other one? Did you just say what I think you said?
Oh, yeah, I did. I did say that.
I'm glad I put the light profanity on, but maybe I should have the heavy one on from now on with Rabbi. Rabbi.
Listen, I'm just telling you what you said. You said I want to be with you everywhere. You're traveling the world. It's wonderful. I want to have you every day. You're behind a boat shed sucking off a dude you never met before. That's what every way is, mate.
Oh, tell me lies, tell me lies. Oh no, you can't disguise.
You can't disguise.
You can't disguise.
Stop ruining my music.
Okay. She obviously knows I'm taking the piss. Little bit of Monica in my life, little bit of Erica by my side, little bit of Rita's all I need. I don't know. I've lost the plot. Right. A little bit better now.
May I make a suggestion?
Go ahead.
I think we should start with the recap because that's just how I have it queued up, and I think that's how it is on Netflix.
Right, yeah. We'll start with the recap because yeah. Are you watching now? Have you decided to watch now? Okay.
Is Cheryl watching Temple of Doom and coming on the video vote with us this week?
Wow.
Is Cheryl joining you in the video vote this week for Temple of Doom?
Is there no one blah blah blah? The video vote for 10. That's all I hear.
Okay, I'll try again. Is Cheryl joining us this week for the video vote talking about Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom?
No, Cheryl is still taking a social media hiatus for her mental health.
That's probably very wise. Very wise.
Yeah, she's doing a balls trek.
Don't blame you.
Yeah. Yeah, taking a break. Taking a break.
Yeah. So, I have to tell you, Twitter is the worst. Just get off Twitter. Twitter is
But
the
she's not even
worst.
on bloody Twitter and she got bleeding caught up in all of this. You know, it's like, it's not fair. Come after me, yeah. You know, as I've always said, if you've got a problem with me, come after me. You don't come after me wife.
I want to just say this. I think we can all say, if anyone's ever heard me on the show, I have called Will out on numerous occasions. So,
Yeah, because that's the kind of wife I marry. I don't marry a sheep. You know, I have a strong, independent. Well, she's not independent anymore now because she's got a husband. So, oh, the J-bots will love that one.
this is where I have to be.
Oh, you leave me? Oh, don't leave me. Don't leave me. Please forgive me. I know not what I do. Please forgive me. I can't stop loving you. No, that not working? Okay. She's just giving me these crazy, serial killer eyes right now. Everybody,
I know those eyes very well. Yes, I get them.
still watch along, and there's Noel singing away and blah blah blah. Right, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop now. Right, I'm gonna focus now. See if there's any more people that are coming into the chat, and then I have it ready to go. Bobby D French is here. Marty is here. Alpha Omega. And if I have forgotten anybody, please let me know in the chat. Noel Unplugged. Listen, I haven't sang in a few years. I have to be honest with you, and the voice is a bit. I was actually practicing when Cheryl was out of the house. When she went over to me. No, that's a lie. When did you go out that I had a chance to have a few minutes by myself because I was on the computer? When you went to the supermarket, was it? Shop? Or coffee with Linda? Yeah, she went for a coffee. Was it? Did you go for a coffee before the afternoon coffee? I don't know. Cheryl was out of the house anyway, and I was listening to the laptop, and there's a couple of songs that I've been always able to sing, no matter how much my voice changes over the years. There's the 3 safe songs, right? I think everybody has a safe song, and I have 3. I couldn't sing one of them yesterday.
Because I have no song I can sing.
It's the marijuana, man. The marijuana is ruining my voice.
That was the best of us.
Yeah. Did you hear? You missed Ballstreck's story last night.
Okay, what happened?
He had a Cardinal story, and apparently he's going to, when he does appear on the stream, he's going to have a Cardinal story for us all the time.
Okay.
A new Karen story. So apparently, he was in getting something in the supermarket, and there was a queue or something. And I thought something with a woman and a mask or something. The Cheryl's at the show me. I'm at the hearing some audio about some woman saying, "Well, you could smell for tell them the mask." But anyway, Ballstreck had a similar thing. And your woman was being rude to the cashier or something like that. And then people were just, it was a proper, and Ballstreck turned around and says to her, shut up, Karen, or something. She goes, my name is not Karen. And he goes, Google it. So your woman actually Googles it and then gives him this mad look, right? So she actually Googled the meaning of Karen and then gave Ballstreck this mad look as if to say, what the fuck, no, Karen. And he goes, and then something else was said. And he said, that's why you're a Karen. But you tell your story because it's funnier, because I can't tell stories. But tell her about the woman that says about wearing the mask.
Are you talking about Panera Karen?
Go on.
In California?
Ladies hear this. She's love this.
Panera Karen, okay, so it's Panera bread if you're in America. If you're in Missouri, it's St. Louis bread company. Anyway, the whole thing is, so she went in without a mask, and it is required in California that if you go into a food establishment, you are required to wear a mask. She decided she wasn't having any of it, and they told her they wouldn't serve her. And she's like, you mean you're not serving me because I don't have a mask? And the guy that was in the restaurant recording it was like, yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. The rule is you have to wear a mask. And she's like, well, let me just tell you how stupid you are, because you fart out of your ass and you can still smell that through your pants. So why do you think a mask is going to help?
Well, yeah, I can't argue. They're making quite a few very good points there. Yes, I listen. I don't get involved in such debates myself.
Being honest, look, if you're required to wear,
Stories are only funny when you watch the video.
yeah, if you're required to wear a mask in the shop, you should wear it, right? It's as simple as that, right? When you're out in the street, if you choose not to wear your mask, that's up to yourself, right? If a shop says that you have to wear a mask to enter their establishment, I believe you should wear it for the few minutes that you're in that establishment. It's no big deal. Do you know what I mean? It's because, like, you know, in America, and it always has to happen in America, you know, a politician will come out, well, it's mandatory to wear a mask, and then it's like Americans, you know, out comes their chest, and it's like, civil right, you're not, it's against my freedom and blah, 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 to wear a mask. I'm not wearing blah, 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 blah. Right, so then I turned around and says, you know what they should do? Tell everybody that you don't have to wear a mask, then they'll all wear a fucking mask.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works. That is correct.
I told you.
Yeah, and I'm stealing that now for my show, and you said you weren't getting involved, so pipe it down, woman.
Well, when you steal my thunder.
I don't give a crap if I'm stealing your thunder. You said you didn't want to be part. You see what she's doing now? You're right. Get in here now. You're watching the Age of Steel now for that. Right? You're getting involved. You're getting involved. Kelly Lynch is here as well. Welcome, Kelly. Kelly Teller and Teddy's Terrier Tales. What are you doing in here? What are you doing in the live chat?
This feels bad for me.
Teddy is in the chat as well. Give Teddy a love and a like. I will try get some more Teddy videos up for you, actually, because it's been a while.
The comments have all been disabled for a while.
Yeah, but the comments have been disabled because you know use ourselves on that, because Cheryl kind of runs that channel herself. Is everybody frozen?
No.
Am I frozen?
No.
No.
No, they were just waiting for you to breathe.
Okay. Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, right, before we start, is everybody ready anyway, though? Yeah?
Yep.
Everybody- Rabbi, competition is still running for another week, is it?
One more week. Yes, we give the prize away. Let me just
Right.
whip this
Right,
out.
okay. We're going to put the banner up just to remind everybody Rabbi's competition.
You can win this wonderful DVD box set, Indiana Jones. You get Raiders Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, and The Last Crusade, plus a fantastic bonus documentary disc. Everything you want to know about Indiana Jones. All you need to do to win it, subscribe to my channel, and in the comments of any of my videos, leave the hashtag Dr. Jones. Dr. Jones has got one more week, and prizes normally get given away each week on my channel.
Yeah, he does. He normally does a weekly one, but this one is running for 2 because obviously it's the 3 movies, and it's only fair that as many people, because it is a popular franchise, so there will be a lot of entries. So he's trying to be as fair as possible. So don't forget his latest videos or whatever video. Just leave that hashtag that's scrolling on the screen, and I'll leave it there for the first 15 minutes of this episode. And, you know, just to keep people reminded about that. Right. So let me see. I think we're ready. So I will just get Rabbi to get ready to.
I'm ready to go.
Right. So hold on.
Look loaded, baby.
Right. Hold on. I need to. I have a chair with wheels this time, so it's actually good. But I'm ready, so whenever you need me to press the play button.
Okay, I'll do the countdown now.
Yeah, if you want to. Is everybody
Yay.
not ready, actually?
Well,
Let me know.
Yeah, I'm
Just
good.
quick thumbs up. Quick thumbs up.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
all.
good.
Yeah.
You're not in the chat.
over there.
Used to are sacked. No, it's part 2. Age of Steel, Kelly. It's part 2. See, it's lucky we did stop.
There you go.
Part 1. Now, part 2. We watched part 1 last week. Was it? Yeah, it was last week. It was just because it was on a day later. It seems. No. Yeah, it was this week because it was a day later. So I know it's a bit confusing, but yeah, Age of Steel. Age of Steel. Series 2, Age of Steel. It's a 2-parter. So it's the second part. So the part is called Rise of Cybermen.
Rise of the Cybermen. Second part, Age of Steel.
Yeah, she's got it now. Grand. I know it gets confusing sometimes, especially when you get to my age. You start losing your marbles. Yeah, season 2, episode 6. Yeah. I keep forgetting that we should actually just say it that way because then people know the episode.
That does make it easier, right?
It does, doesn't it? Because you say season 2, episode 7, everybody knows what episode 7 is.
Right.
Except this panel.
Right. What's it called again?
I think it's
Oh, the
Swanton.
Wire. What's it called again? Can't remember the name of it.
I think it's
Being
Swanton.
It's the idiot. Yeah, see, Daniel's on the ball.
Hey, are we ready to start yet?
I am, yeah. I think everybody's ready now.
Right, here we go. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press play now.
And we got the BBC logo.
There you got the airships. They worked out the parallel dimension.
Right, guys. While you're watching, also, if you want to leave a comment in the chat, let us know. If you want to ask the panel any questions, let us know. And you guys on the panel, if there's anything you want to add while you are watching this story, you know what to do anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the problem with the first part is the Cybermen didn't show up till like the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, but I was saying this to you last week. I don't mind it as much because I know there was a payoff with this second episode. You know,
Yeah, I have to say, I think the first episode is one of my least favorite Tennant stories.
Yeah. You said it dragged in a little bit. Nothing really happened. I love this part though.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting sucked into the episode already.
How good was that?
It's only the recap, man.
And we're already glued in.
Yeah, delete.
Yeah.
I love the titles.
No, I'm not at that part yet. Now I am. Here we go.
Whereabouts are you? One second.
Yeah, see, I'm a few because I left the BBC bleeding logo on, didn't I? So I should fast
Tell me
forward.
when you see when the titles finish.
Hold on, I'll just fast forward it a little second. There we go.
All right.
David got the killing the cyber leader, yeah?
Right.
Yeah.
Right, I'm up to date. There we go. Phil Collinson's name's coming up on the screen.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
Right, we're level. Right, grand. That wasn't hard. Or this Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
The best titles, nah. I have to be honest. I think his Series 4 titles is much better.
Yeah.
It's an updated.
You know what? Controversial opinion. I like the last Matt Smith's season side. I think those titles are excellent.
Oh, I actually don't mind the Matt Smith one now.
Yeah, they're actually good.
The second one, you know, with the
With the space and the stars and everything.
On behalf of the ladies, I will say that David Tennant looks fab in his tux. Kelly, the wife is nodding her head in agreement there, in approval.
I've got a custom there. 1 second. There you go. A custom David Tennant. Well, I think I made myself in a tux. Did they ever release that?
I don't think so.
Yeah, give me a second.
He's absolutely brilliant in this episode.
There you go.
All right, did you make that yourself?
I came with Deb Ander making I think took the bow tie from a Pertwee. Maybe I did. I can't remember. No, I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah.
Scooby Doo this gang. I love it. I love Pete Tyler in this.
Yeah, no, he really comes together, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a great actor.
Yeah.
Kelly says, I knew I liked you, Cheryl. No, nobody's interested. Shut up.
In what?
I'm only messing. He said, my name is the doctor, by the way, if anybody's interested. No, nobody's interested anymore, mate. See, what happened was you got a sex change and
nobody cared anymore, right?
Yeah.
You know? You're walking around.
I worked out how to say the current era isn't popular in a way that J-Bots can't argue with it.
Yeah.
You say, by every metric in which Doctor Who was defined as popular up until 2017, by those metrics, it is no longer popular. It is unpopular. Because they like to move the goalposts. And you say, by those rating, by that system, where you called it popular, now it's not popular.
Pete Tyler was only used as a character, in my opinion. This is someone in the chat. And we got another one. Did you ever hear that the color of the time tunnel in the credits, red or blue, indicate, indicate whether they're going forward or backwards in time?
Blue is back and red is forward, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think it's also the same. One of the doctors used to wear the bow tie. Well, yeah, Matt Smith's doctor with the bow tie used to change. Used to be different colors as well. And David Tennant. It was a little thing that they did. Yeah.
Yep.
This is the guy from Vicar of Dibley, right? He was also in Only Fools and Horses.
Yeah.
Right.
Are you talking about now the main guy, the what's his face?
Lumic.
Lumic. If you're talking about Lumic, then he was in Only Fools and Horses.
Right, Trigger.
Yeah.
He was also in Harry Potter as well.
He's a good actor.
I love this part.
Yeah.
So yeah, this has got a nice like inferno-y feel, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is actually quite sinister, like, you know, I mean, humans are being converted.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I'll never get a chip. I'll never get an AirPod. Never.
Oh no,
Never.
I'm straight in for the AirPods. I'm like, I figure if we're all going to be taken over, I want to go first.
Yeah.
I'm about to be copyrighted. Thanks to Ted. Thanks, right?
Okay, calm down. Come on.
If you could show run Doctor Who, what would you do with it? Not run it into the ground.
Well, I mean, at this point, the only thing to do with it, again, is have like a new season, which is like a retrospective season. Or like, you know, like they did the 5 Faces of Doctor Who after Tom Baker regenerated. So do a new season. You'd have like a couple of episodes be Paul McGann. If you get Eccleston in for a special, that's great. Then do David Tennant for 3 episodes, Matt Smith for 3 episodes, Capaldi for 3, and then have it go straight into whoever the new Doctor is.
Yeah, that'd be
remind
pretty
people why they love Doctor Who, and forget and take it rid of this era at the same time.
Like how did personally give McGann a series of the showrunner?
I've got all these idiots because I put up a photograph of someone that sent me a photograph of stuff in B&M. And all I've wrote is original photograph sent to me. I said £7 shelves full. Screwdrivers look like a few sold, £12. Right? That's all I've written. And this is what I've been getting. What's your point? Even meant to be here, LOL. Where is this? Then someone told me
okay, you always get that reply. Citation? Can you give a citation for like oh, for God's sake, you uptight assholes. Oh, like for God's sake, it's not popular. Get over it. David Tennant was popular. Matt Smith was popular.
But Rabbi, they're unfortunately obsessed with the fact.
Oh, I've even had Ace Creeper tweet on it. I mean, I've really ruffled these guys' feathers, man.
Yeah, it's like you are number 2 after Philip Morris. He's the number 1 evil in the world for them.
Yeah, well, I'm not bragging here, but I think it won't be too long before I'm enemy number 1.
It's so weird, though, isn't it? It's just,
yeah.
And here's the thing: they never ever start up with me, ever.
Yeah.
You know, I just like, well, I don't understand your point of view. Would you like to come on my channel and talk about it? And they're like, they run.
Yeah, I know. Just like
they're scared. That's what it is.
I love this part. He's made.
Yeah, I've really been sucked into this episode.
Yeah.
I just wish I had Trevor Cooper in it because he always goes with this guy. You know, I do quite like the lo-fi electrocution thing.
Yeah, it's cool.
Total savagery from Cybermen right there.
Right. Oh, you can really tell the bits of this are written by Russell D. Davis.
Yeah.
Like that bit. The good bits. You know, like I think my overwhelming feeling about this is Tom McCree was just like not up for the job, and Rusty Davis gave it to him because he liked him, and I think he kind of squandered the opportunity.
Yeah.
Let's see what else he did.
I don't think. Well, I've never heard of anything else.
This scene makes a lot more sense to me now, because there's a deleted scene in this episode where they're sitting in the van, Mickey and him, and he reveals to Mickey, "Oh, you'll never replace him because he was my boyfriend."
Oh right, no, I thought they had that in there. No,
no, they put that out. That's not in this.
Oh, I thought it was. I remember that.
No, deleted.
Yeah, at the end, he was the best boyfriend I ever had. When he stayed in, that's definitely in the end.
No, they didn't. Listen, they won't have it in it.
Ah, really?
Yep.
Tom McCree's done basically nothing. Oh, we did The Girl Who Waited. It was actually a much better episode. Well, that's really it. I mean, did this thing called Threesome Comedy. Not much at all. Yeah, this is nearly good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did another few passes on the script and really tore it apart and put it back together again. Like, I think they should have had the whole world much more on like the verge of like a civil war sort of thing going on, and everything being much more tense. And that way, when the Cybermen broke in and he came out, there'll be a whole new other faction. That's what they should have had. Yeah, okay, that worked out for them.
Yeah, this was the saying that I was telling you about. He forgets Mickey here, but then Mickey stands up for himself here, and then there's a bit of respect between them.
You know, he enjoys saying that line.
And he does. He ends up being the hero kind of in this.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He comes into his own. And that's why when he comes back, it's kind of like a big deal.
Yeah.
And he ends up with Martha Jones, I believe.
Yeah.
Respect is there. Mickey finally got the Doctor's respect.
Yeah.
Right.
I really wish Gallifrey wouldn't be repeatedly destroyed. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. At this stage, it's become a bit of a running joke.
It really did. I mean, like, really?
Yeah.
Like, I know that they went into this era like it was like new production, but like we didn't. They all just did. We remember 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, they always think it's groundbreaking. Oh, let's destroy the Doctor's home. Let's not forget, it's not the Doctor's home world anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of money.
It's all a bunch of bollocks.
Yeah, what a bunch of shite.
A parallel universe Doctor would be fun. Yeah. Karen is in the chat as well. Welcome.
Like, if they did made a bit more like the Tombs here, it would have been much scarier.
Yeah. Yeah, I get either, but
But you kind of knew when you were walking through this tunnel that it wasn't going to be, you know, even watching it back then, you kind of knew that something was going to happen.
Right.
yeah.
Like, I don't like don't get me wrong, looking at them now, they don't look bad, the Cybermen.
I kind of like these ones. These were
the ones that what I didn't like about them was the whole stompy feet.
Yeah,
I kind of like that. I thought that was a good addition.
I hated that sound effect. It was stupid.
I know. See, I liked it in the same way I like the whirring of the Daleks, you know, which we didn't hear before either. Or like that plasticky creak from the Autons.
Yeah.
One of my favourite scenes of this two-part, that has to be when Jackie calls Rose and the dog runs down the stairs of the Doctor's place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think the Mandasian Cybermen are probably the best that we got in the new series. I love them.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, actually.
They are scary as well, like, you know.
Actually say the Cybermen from the Cybermen are my favourite.
Oh no, I'm talking in regards to New Who. I think the Mandasian Cybermen are probably because it was a classic, throwback to a classic, and it really worked. I think Moffat, that was the one thing Moffat got right, in my opinion, was that Cybermen. Spot on.
Yeah, I think the best Russell T Davies Cyberman story was the Christmas one.
Yeah, the next Doctor.
Oh yeah, exactly. I think that was his best Cyberman story.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, the Cyber Queen and the wooden Cybermen and all. No, Cyber
No,
Queen.
not that one. No.
The Cyber
That's
King.
the Moffat one. I'm taking the Russell T Davies one.
Yeah, then the next Doctor.
Next Doctor, that's one.
Yeah, the next Doctor is the one with the Cyber Queen. Why you got out
That's
Cyber
what I
Queen?
said, but the wooden Cyberman was in the name of the Doctor or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, Transalor. Yeah.
That's the one, yeah.
Like this is the thing. Like this character when she dies, like you do feel bad. Like
Yeah.
I didn't want her to die.
I really didn't. I really didn't.
And yeah, because she's a good character.
Yeah.
Oh, the actor has passed now too, sadly. Oh,
Which
didn't know.
actor?
Yeah.
I'm assuming because we're on this scene, he's talking about her there.
Yeah.
No, it moved, mate. Come on, you know it moved. And then, okay, this is nice and creepy.
Yeah,
That's what I said. You think she's gonna die here, and all you do.
yeah.
No, I really was sad when she died. So now, Colin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to check because if I do, I'll probably do something stupid. And
Okay, we're coming up to. We're 22 minutes in and 10 seconds. I'll count you in. 22 minutes exactly in 2, 1. 22 minutes in now.
this is where they find out, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that bit's actually hot, but
Like this is sinister.
It really
Yeah.
is. It's a bit much, isn't it? They wouldn't get away with that today.
No.
oh God, no! I can imagine.
Well, I'm saying that she didn't murder a child on Doctor Who now, so like you know.
Right.
Oh, here we go.
Thing is, how would she know that?
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Yeah, you're right, because their mind would have been wiped. But maybe it was early conversion and there was still a little bit.
We see many times that extreme emotion overcomes cyber conditioning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the point.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Now, I thought that whole thing with when Bill was turned into Cyberman I thought it was done very, very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually pissed that happened because I actually like Bill Potts.
Me too, but they saved
Yeah.
I actually liked Bill Potts. I really did.
Yeah,
Even though
same here.
did. She had some annoying traits because that's the way she was written, you know.
But the actress was great. She
But
really
the
sold
actress,
the character.
Mackie herself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
she
good
was
job.
great.
Look, Series 10 for me, and I'll always say I have a soft spot for her because it's the closest that Moffat got, to be quite honest with you, to producing Doctor Who. I don't think any of these other series actually did, because remember, you start bringing all that fairy tale crap into it. But if you analyze his era, Series 10 is where he strips it right back and actually does a Doctor Who series. Look at all the episodes in it. There's no fairy tale shite in it at all. It's pure fucking sci-fi and proper.
Right. And it's a great little premise of him being retired, and he's like, and he comes out of retirement to be with Bill. I really love that.
Yeah.
See, this is why we like Mrs. Moore.
Every time I say Mrs. Moore, I think of Passage to India.
Oh, the best bit's actually coming ain't sad coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
See, face, yeah.
Yeah. So this goes back to, was it Invasion, which is the way they killed the Cybermen then. We're introducing a movement into them.
This is sad.
Yeah, as it's heartbreaking.
Oh, this is ball break, isn't it?
I told you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Here we go.
Right.
It is a bit of a moral dilemma for him, but then this happens and it makes his mind up for him.
Right.
Yeah.
His face, I love when he does sinister and angry.
Yeah.
Right. I can't wait to see him hear him with Tom Baker. They're really the two
Yeah.
I really want to hear most together.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that now.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, pre-ordered to that. It was announced. I'm so looking forward to that.
See, Mickey's saving the world. Character development, Chris Chibnall. You know?
Yeah, no. Look, this is not a democracy. If Chibnall wants to make awful Doctor Who, he will make awful Doctor Who. And Matt Stevens will then lay on the ground and scream and cry because Alexis is being taken away.
Yeah.
I do love this part though. When I seen this cyber.
Yeah.
Yeah. Epic.
You know, they really should have used this design more. The cyber.
Look at that. Even the
Ah,
Like, I love this, the chair.
yeah, that is a cool chair. Can you get it a chair to one of them?
And I like it's like Roger Lloyd Pack doing the voice.
Yeah.
Very good, Mickey.
That's just so sinister.
Right. Well, I like a bit of 2006 CGI.
Yeah.
Delete. Something in the post.
Yep, got it. Sucks for you. Come on.
What?
Sucks for you though.
I wonder if Nick Briggs gave him Cyberman lessons.
Yeah.
Doing the voice.
Doctor makes a fair point with this
Yeah.
confrontation.
That's a great line. We're about to see, I think, one of the biggest differences between that world and this world, which is a universal technology. Where you can plug anything into anything. Oh, yeah, that actually was part of the plot. I forgot about that. Hell, could you imagine if everything was compatible with everything? How much easier the world would be?
Yeah.
I don't care. It's got to be said. Murray Gold's music in this.
Oh,
Yeah.
phenomenal.
And yep,
No, look.
it's absolutely sensational.
It's the same place as the Alton's lair. Yeah, I'm starting to recognize the locations they reuse all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a rattling good episode.
Yeah.
I've been like really sucked in by it.
I think we all are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this.
Trust Mickey to learn it from PlayStation.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I don't think it'd be too hard to fly an airship. I mean, you're not really banging into much, are you?
Suppose.
Yeah, I would have fallen off by now and died.
Yeah.
Definitely need the upper body strength for all this.
Yeah, I've got none, so I'd be dead.
I do like this particular shot when he's.
Yeah, I was just saying, it's a good effect, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's awesome. What?
See, now I'm
That's
kind
how
of
they,
like in the mood to buy the what was it, the Big Finish set? What's it called again? Earth Defense, or the one set on this Earth with Rose.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, or something along those lines.
Oh yeah, you fit the Dimension Gun or something.
yeah, Dimension Cannon.
Did you hear it? Was it any good?
I've not actually heard it, but I need to get that myself. But I'm actually thinking about getting that at some point. No, because it's a prequel to series 4.
Right. I like the Donald Noble set. That was good.
And yeah, I've still not tried that. Is it any good?
Oh, it's very good. I really enjoyed that.
In my opinion, the best companion of the new series is Donna Noble.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have your own opinions, but that's just my personal favorite. Or she is my personal favorite, shall I say.
I mean, I do like the whole like consistent Amy Rory arc thing, but it's just very, very big, right? Very oriented. But this, yeah, I do like Donna.
Yeah. I don't care. Mickey should have had his own theme instead of playing Roses and this particular.
Oh,
part.
I think you're right. That's a very good point.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I tell you though, it's always a good episode where you have a lot of dead air. You know, we
Yeah.
can't speak.
Yeah.
It's funny they're using those old phones. You know, you forget how long ago it was.
Yeah. This is just such a good episode.
You know, a real difference other than characterization that they wouldn't be doing today is you see, like, you have the House of the Parliament in the background. There's a real love of Britishness in Russell T Davies' Doctor Who. Like, he
Yeah.
loved like they would never have Churchill as a hero now. He's too toxic, right? And I tell you, these idiots, children, they just can't put two and two together.
Yeah.
Do you know what's funny? The fact that when he did his 4th series, he was talking about the saying "Nowhere Rose" and the Doctor are running across the bridge, and yeah. Well, they actually were waiting for a bus. That's how to fulfill that saying, because they wanted to get one of the iconic.
Exactly, they wanted it. And it worked as well. Isn't that great? That's a fantastic shot.
Yeah. It's a pity that this episode isn't fully finished, because I'm enjoying this.
That's one thing I don't get though. They spent like 2 episodes in the parallel world where they state like numerous times there's not a mother and all that. And she comes back and she says, "Oh, you're alive."
Yeah, but I think it's just
weird.
And actually, you know something I like about this here as well? How they kept having the TARDIS appear in like this little council flat. It's not it's really cool.
I love the way.
Oh, yeah, here's that line that they. I'm sure they didn't cut it out.
See?
Wait.
Yeah.
Are the guys going to play?
Told you that the line is not in it. It was never in it. It was always a deleted scene.
Wow.
And that's why I'm actually pissed, because they should have actually put it in it, because
they should have. You're right.
It would have made that scene where he's crying, breaking down.
Right.
Well, in fairness, we kind of knew straight away when he broke down like that, then obviously they had something going. But for the context of the audience at home, they should have did that scene, but they cut it out. Yeah,
I'm surprised. Now
they should have kept it in.
Yeah, now they cut out all the good bits and just put that scene in.
Oh, there's the episode that I'm not really a fan of. Next,
I
tell you why I don't like it, because of your woman. I just don't like her. Hungry. I
like the guy who plays the TV salesman, who played part of the first movie.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah,
Mr.
I love they kept having references to Magpie Electronics all the way through the era.
Yeah, that was brilliant. That was when they went into the future. You'd see, yeah, you're right, and all they didn't see. This is what I mean. But not only that, RTD was very good at bringing the Doctor down to a human level. But you knew
Yeah.
he was alien. Like you'd have those, it was very good. Like Rose and Jackie and Mickey, it was like a little family thing, and then they introduced Pete into it. And then I have to be honest, his resolution during Series 4 where he gets Pete and Jackie together and all. That I love that scene. That whole
Yeah,
scene.
no, I agree with you.
awesome.
That
I do
scene.
agree with you.
That's epic. He's just the character development is so much better. Mickey, listen, if that was Mickey leaving the TARDIS, we do know later on, but we all thought that was the end for Mickey.
Right.
That was a
Yeah.
perfect end. But even when he does bring him back, right, it doesn't taint that ending at all because he
No.
goes on then to do his own thing. Then when they come back after saving the Earth, his nan has died now. He's basically moved out of the mansion and he's doing his own thing anyway. So he decided to come back to his own Earth and to further himself. And then we do see him with Martha Jones. So
Yeah.
he got his character development. He got his happy end. He got another happy ending.
Right. And yeah, I think they get the ultimate Mickey, where he becomes really matches Martha Jones as well. I think it's a good pairing of
Yeah.
no, it's good. It's good. By the way, in the Idiot's Landing, a couple of things that I really enjoyed. Well, I think my favorite bit was when he had a video cassette recorder, like on the older, but the tape, which is exactly what I had a label on it with like him written Gallifrey and what it was on it, and he scrubbed it out and wrote something else and I just really liked that because I had that on my videotapes as well.
Yeah, that's deadly. But yeah, I mean, look, it's not a favorite of mine, but it's the good story. I like the kid Tommy; he's brilliant. I love
He's
the
good.
Dara in it is deadly because he's just so of that era. That's the way dads were, and then
Right.
they're all pride and all, but they did become little fascists themselves, like after they beat the Nazis, you know what I mean? But the Brits, fair play, they did after the 50s, then they kind of sorted themselves out, didn't they? And then Britain. Yeah, I mean, but you're right. This whole series is very British, but this episode, I have to be honest. I said it to you last week. This is why I don't mind. I didn't mind the first part because you know that he's building. See, this is what Russell is good at doing. He's building up the characters.
Yeah.
Like, you got to see Pete obviously in Father's Day, but this was a parallel piece. So he was trying, he was developing. It's very good. He's just brilliant the way he develops characters. I just love Russell.
Yeah, he's
T.
very good at it.
I love the fact that he was able to humanize the Doctor, but not too much that he wasn't still alien to us. You know what I mean? He had that whole family unit going on, which worked very well with Mickey, Jackie, and Rose, and then later on, obviously, Pete has been introduced a couple of times, but the dynamic worked. That's why he brings them back. It works so well. I mean, Russell T got listen, he'll probably say himself he got lucky with Doctor Who. He probably did, but his run in particular, the first 4 years are sensational.
Yeah.
Who they're sensational.
Yeah, no, they are absolutely.
But this episode, yeah, I really love this story.
Yeah.
The second episode is a particular favorite, so I'll just get it done and over with. My one, so I'm gonna give this one a 10.
Wow, that's a big score.
Yeah, listen, I really love this. I do. Listen, the two of them are personal favorites of mine anyway. But the second one in particular, I think I gave the last week's one a 7, if I'm correct, 7 or 8 maybe. But this one is definitely a 10 for me. I just love everything about it. It's sinister. There's a bit of tension. We've got the bit of drama. Mickey, as he said's character, he gets he comes full circle in my opinion. But obviously he does bring him back later on. But he adds to it. He doesn't taint his character. It was a good, solid story. I think David Tennant's performance was fantastic. Everybody involved. There wasn't one person out of place. So, yeah, 10 all around board, man. I'm happy. I'm a happy camper this weekend. So we'll go with the rest of the panel. So we'll start with Geek Union. So if you'd like to give us your rating and actually as well, I don't ask myself this because, you know, I mean, I love Doctor Who anyway, but was this an improvement from the last time you seen it? We do ask that question all the time. So remember back when you last seen it, was this an improvement? Is it a better episode? Because Rabbo, you've been watching a few as well, actually. We'll
Right.
get to it, but you have been watching a few that have actually gotten better watching them the second or
Right.
third.
I have to say, last week's one was the only one that hadn't improved. The last week's one was last week's one was, I think, perhaps one of my least favorite tense stories. And when I watched it again, I hoped I would change my opinion. I really hadn't at all.
Right. Well, that could happen. That can
But
happen.
by the way, Geek Union was still. I don't want to steal his.
Yeah, that's
his rating.
That Rabble. Yeah. So Geek Union, go on if you want to give your rating and then let us know what you thought of it overall and was an improvement on the last time you seen it. Go ahead.
So my rating is 9. I do like all the dark elements within this. Like as my own person, I do prefer like the darker horror type episodes of Doctor Who. But overall, really enjoyed the story. And has it changed? I wouldn't say so personally, because I've always liked this story. Yeah. I guess the only thing I didn't like is the whole like Cyberman stomping thing, but we've already touched upon that within the stream anyway. So, yeah.
Not bad. Right, Rabbi, go ahead, man.
I think this one 8.5. 8.5 out of 10.
Oh.
Strong improvement on last week. Last week's one I really didn't enjoy at all. This one I did. This one I was riveted to.
Yeah.
And the only reason it's as low as 8.5 because I know it's just better from here on out for me. Like I prefer just about every episode to this, and I think this was a good one.
Right. Is that it? You done?
Basically, yeah. I don't have much to add.
Good man. Right, go ahead, Daniel. Knock yourself out.
Right, well, character development again is off the chart, and also as well, I do think it is an improvement on last week's episode, and it's also an improvement from the last time actually sat down to watch it as well. So for that in mind, I am going to give this a 9 out of 10. Great character development from Mama Smith. So yeah, 9 out of 10 for me.
Well, I have to be honest, most of the scores, actually, a lot of people have agreed with all of the panel with their scores. Some have given it 9, some 10s. There's a same here. Rabbi, some have given it your score as well. Geek Union.
It's not a bad story, but
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. I think everybody is pretty consistent that it's definitely definitely not a bad episode. It's above average anyway. So
it's a solid watch.
Let's just say it's better than the current stuff that we were getting now.
True, and it's better than what we're getting now. But yeah, I have to be honest. Yeah, look, I do have a smile on my face when I watch, you know, and not only that, as you said, you get sucked in. Sorry, we weren't really actually speaking much, but that's what happens sometimes. But then, you know.
You just get sucked in by it. That's true. It's true.
Now, next week, you'll probably hear me talk a lot more because this next week's episode is not really a favorite of mine.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong; it's not a bad story. It's just your woman that annoys me. I just that whole hungry.
I think he has the 1950s BBC presenter thing really down. You know, I think
no, spot on, man. I'm telling you, no, I agree with you 100%, spot on. But I don't like that. That's what makes me want to punch an English person. It's that high upper class, like snobby, you know. Oh, welcome to the BBC. Ha ha ha. It's like, shut up, man. You know, we get it. There's different classes in the UK. You don't have to, you know, put us in our place. We don't.
No. I think you find we do. We do. It's very important.
Oh, in fairness, though, disclaimer: I don't want to go over and punch any English person. Like, I have to say that just in case, like, you know, some. Oh, by the way, listen, I put up a post on Facebook, right? And I won't say what group or what the post was. And then I got a reply, right? And I have to be honest, when I looked at the reply, I was a bit taken aback because I've never heard anybody on Facebook talk to me, or well, on Facebook, I've never heard anybody talk to me like that. Certainly on, obviously, Twitter happens all the time, but it was like, yeah, take your nasty little channel out of this Facebook group. You're a
that's Facebook,
right?
That is Facebook.
You're a pile of shit. All you do is spread hate. You're a sexist bigot. And I was like, okay, but here's the thing: I've never had that experience on Facebook. You see,
and here's the thing: if you ever reply to them, like they'll say whatever, and if you ever reply to them on Facebook, the mods will then ban you and expel you from the group. And then if you ever go and look at the mod's profile, it's always like, you know, Bernie Sanders, Bernie Sanders, Bernie Sanders, Bernie. You know, like it's all like this policy, you know, like I hate Trump, like all over it. You know, they're all this like extreme leftist, like crazy people. They're the people who have control over our means of communication.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I'm starting to get a bad reputation on Facebook now, as well as obviously Twitter, because of obviously, you know, what people are saying, and I think it's ridiculous. Someone has their YouTube channel on. Good man. Can you not hear that?
No.
Right, there's interference again. What is going on?
Right. Oh, okay. I'm actually gonna bounce. I want to try and get to bed like early.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna bounce myself. This was obviously we did what we had to do. There's nothing else to really talk about because we spoke about everything yesterday, I suppose. So yeah, go on, tell everybody what you got going on in the channel anyway, and any upcoming videos.
Honestly, I'm at a point right now. I really don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I guess I'll find out when I get there. I haven't done a big finished video for a while.
Well, if you want to stream with me tomorrow, I suppose we can throw a panel together and have a bit of
maybe. Sounds good.
Yeah, we'll have a natter. And me and Rabbi will be hosting.
We've got to work out the other new show. I have a few ideas for it.
We will be hosting a new show. We will be talking about everything. It'll be anything, whether it's got to do with the film industry, whatever. We'll be just talking about the big stories or the juicy stories that you want. And if there's anything that you think that we should highlight as well, you know, let us know. There's plenty. Like we have a good idea. We're not sure yet how to go about. We're still, you know, Rabbi is bouncing a couple of names in his head, I obviously threw one at him. It's a bit of a stupid one, but he said it was actually not a bad one. So like, yeah. Well, I won't tell you what it is because like, yeah. And Noel's news. No. It's got it's me and Radboy show. This is not. It's me and Radboy. We're gonna be on each other's channels. It'll be like what happens with Gary and Doomcock where they rotate. So one week will be on my channel, another week will be on Radboy's. That way, then both channels are getting profile, both channels are getting people watching and subscribing and stuff. That's the whole plan. You know, we're gonna support each other. So we've got a new show, but we haven't got the everything settled yet. But I'm looking forward to it. Right, Radboy. Obviously you don't know what's going on, but I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll work it out.
Well,
Bye, I'm gonna say good night to everybody.
Night, bye.
He'll be on here tomorrow at some stage anyway. Go on, talk to you later, folks. Oh, Radboy, I should say. Right, Radboy and the Irish lad. No. But that's nearly close to what I came up with. Like, have you been spying on me or something? Right. Let me see. Everybody's saying good night. Everybody's saying good night. Good night. Good night. Good night, Radboy. Yeah, good night, Radboy. Right, lads. Daniel, any upcoming streams on your channel before we let you go? And we've got got a super chat. I want to read it out just before we finish up. I don't want to miss any, just in case. $5 super chat, and it's a super sticker. I don't know what it is because I can't see it. So what I'll do is I'll go into YouTube real quick and see what it is.
I'll check it out now. No.
Oh, there, Geek Union's going to check it out. So while Geek Union's checking it out for me, Daniel, you go on, let people know what you've got up and coming on your channel.
Well, on Thursday night, 8 p.m. I will be discussing the atrocity known as TimeLord Victorious live on my channel, and just basically ranting about how shambolic it is. Thursday night, 8 p.m. If you enjoy me acting on my channel, that's the place for you to go if you want to see us or just to on the whole TimeLord Victorious. And because I've got a lot to say on that and topic.
Lovely. And there's by the Comic-Con video, there doesn't seem to be much interest in it, but there certainly are people that are buying it. So it will be good for them to listen to you, because obviously then, you know, if they have a problem with it, they might obviously agree with you, you know, and sub. So thanks for that, Daniel. Geek Union, what have you up and coming on your channel?
Well, first things first, the super chat is by looks a bit like a pear working out, saying keep it up.
Lovely.
There you go. Chris Perger is what he said. So what's coming on my channel? Got the usual reactions coming up of Breaking Bad, Supernatural, and Lost. And hopefully at some point I want to do another stream basically talking about TV and movie composers, which should be fun. And for all that haven't checked out the stream that me, Noel, and the Mega Geek did on my channel, then go over and check that out if you want to. We did go off a little bit off topic, but I don't care. A stream is a stream. And yeah, that is pretty much it.
Yeah, and thanks for the invoice. Sorry you had to leave so quick, but to be honest with you, if I had stayed another 5 more seconds, I probably would have peed myself.
That's right.
Yeah, I was getting to the stage where I couldn't hold it in any longer. Say so. Yeah,
we've all been there.
Sorry, I left real quick, but thanks for having us on. It was great.
No problem.
Yeah, we did go off a little bit off topic, but that's what everybody does. Even the people, the big channels, they do streams, and we always end up going off topic. Right, I see Chris is. Chris. I see problem being is putting use our channels in the live
Thanks
chat,
very much, Sean.
and they're there, and Dan and Chris is also put them in as well, so they're both in there.
Double
Oh, thanks, Chris.
double exposure.
Double exposure. You can't ask for any more than that.
Yeah.
That's it. And with that, as I said, later on, it won't be till the early hours of the morning, but I'll probably have a video for you.
Yeah, the Judy Whittaker video was absolutely hilarious. Last night I could not.
And the first one's gotten over 500 views now, and the second one has over, I think it's coming up close to the 200 view mark now. So if you haven't seen the second part of I Love Jodie Whittaker, if you did like the first part, I think you'll like the second part better, because Bad Wolf, who's in the chat, I have to give him a shout out. Obviously, because the art he did, I didn't want to actually give him credit in the video just in case he got some hate for it, but he's here now amongst friends. But yeah, he's responsible for all the artwork that went into the second video. So yeah, that was a lot of people thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, absolutely hilarious. I could not stop laughing last time.
You know what? I don't normally brag about videos that I do, but the last two I thought have been very funny. I've even made myself laugh. So yeah, if you haven't seen them, it's I Love Jodie Whittaker, and then there's I Love Jodie Whittaker Part 2. Actually, do us a favor, Lee, throw them in the chat there, just in case because there's some people in here that I haven't seen on the comment section, because most people have commented that have watched. If you haven't watched them, go on in and watch them while we're still here. I'm going to be going offline now in a few minutes. And let me know what you think of even the first one. If you don't want to watch the second one, watch the first one. But I think the second one would be better for you because there's pictures of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Bad Wolf's channel is in the chat as well, and rightly so. So thank you very much for the artwork that you put together, pal. And I have to be honest, we have a lot of people that have done a lot of stuff and artwork on the channel and stuff, and presented artwork to me to put up on the channel. Thank you very much to all you guys as well. Really appreciate it. So don't forget Rabbi's competition. I'll put that hashtag up one last time there. It's hashtag Dr. Jones. So go into any Rabbi video, leave that hashtag. Then next Sunday on the Tarda Zone, he will announce the winner of the Indiana Jones trilogy. Obviously, we know there's more movies, but he's got the trilogy box set. It's got all special kinds of features and stuff like that. That's the hashtag for that competition. See, Rabbi doesn't really promote his competitions really that well, so I have to do it for him.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah, I know. Have you? I'm glad I'm not the only one. But yeah, so I do it for him because it's like bang. Right, so I Love Jodie Whittaker Part 2. There you go. It's in the chat. So if you haven't seen it, I'll wait here. 4 minutes long. Go in and have a look. He'll give you a bit of a chuckle. Start off user night in a positive manner.
I did like the thumbnail for the Part 2.
Yeah. Actually, that was accidental, believe it or not. That wasn't supposed to be the thumbnail. That's just the way it went up on YouTube. And then when I seen it, what normally happens is if I see something like that, I normally do. It all depends on what face shows up. But most of the time I will change the thumbnail, but when I seen that face myself, I was like, yeah, just yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Leave it there. Yeah. It hasn't went down well, obviously, with the other side. But who cares at this stage? To be quite honest with you.
It's all good. It's all good.
Well, it is. He's going to get a chuckle tonight. He's will get a chuckle tonight, maybe. I say maybe. So
I'm going to enjoy your next one. I do. I can tell already. And you haven't even put it up yet.
Well, yeah, this one is going to be this is not the Jodie Whittaker one now.
All right.
The trilogy will finish. I'll finish the third one next week. So Bad Wolf Gamer, there is a trilogy. So we've done part 1 and 2. So if you would like to, and if anybody actually has any images kind of like the ones in part 2 that they would like to put together and give to me, so we can make part 3, because the trilogy has to go out with a bang. Yeah. Part 1 is liked, part 2 everybody seems to like, and then part 3 then has to end with a, yeah.
I think someone in the chat asked earlier, after the Journey one, are you going to do a Chibnall one?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh, for God's sake. I didn't even think of that. Oh, actually, the next person I had in mind was actually Manique Gill.
No, the director was Chibnall.
Right, we'll do Chris Chibnall then. Yeah. Yeah, if anybody has that Chris Chibnall funny photographs. Now, come here. I'm just going to be honest with you all now. You can't give me photographs with balls coming off his chin. Because YouTube won't, I have to be careful what I put up. But if it's not any funny memes or anything like that, oh my God. I'll just see Bad Wolves.
Oh, yeah, you seen it then.
Oh my God.
Right, do you know what? You're going too far now, guys. Going too far. You're going to kill me.
Yep.
Right, so I think that's everything, really. I shouldn't be really well, why not? Nobody else is going to flog me videos for me, so I might as well flog them myself. Because YouTube is certainly not helping me anyway.
Yeah.
Buff Noel and Weak Chibnall. Part 1, Noel and Jodie, a new relationship. Part 2, the last part 3, the rise of Noel. Oh, I love it. Some people have even done pictures of me as a Jedi master, I think, or something. When they were slagging me, I saved that one because that was very funny. Yeah, there has been some whopper ones out there. But I'm only doing one more Jodie Whittaker video because I can't be arsed after this, to be quite honest with you. It's just to make a bit of fun and to put a smile on people's faces. Obviously it's upset the other side, but who cares? I've really gotten to them if they're going out and buying merch and all. What the hell? Like, they're going out and buying merchandise. I can't believe I've gotten to them that much.
Yep, sad people.
It's not that. All they had to do. It's the whole point of I'm not being smart. They deserve to be trolled because of what they've been doing for the last 3 years. But I don't care if they like Whittaker. Never have. Right? Don't care that they like this era Doctor Who. Never have either. Right? The problem I have is when one of us make a comment about how we dislike the show, they attack us and then they make us out to be the toxic ones because we don't like a TV show. But yet they're the ones that use toxic tactics, bully tactics.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just sick and tired of this shit. The sooner this era ends, the better. But then even at that, unless the BBC actually, decide that they're going to change tactic, then we're going to have the same crap over and over again. And it's never going to change. I think BBC is the gone anyway. I have a video, right? I've tried to upload it 3 times. I even put the link up the night last night when I put the video up, and it told me it was copyrighted. So I took it down. I went to upload it again. I re-edited the video, went to upload it again, and it still hasn't went up. Right? This is the second time now. So I do have a video. Right, but now obviously third time lucky, hopefully. But I'll try get it up. But it's about the BBC. So the BBC have been basically warned that they have 1 week to save the organisation. So
They won't do it.
I know. So
Honestly, they've been warned.
yeah, it's ridiculous. So yeah, so as I said, 1 week. So I got that article, but I can't. Every time I try, I just can't get it up.
Thing is, can't you put it on unlisted and then post the link in your community tab?
Yeah.
Would that
Do
work?
that.
Yeah. Well, what's happening is right. It's uploading. Right. It's uploaded the first time, and the song that I used. In fairness, though, the first time it was my mistake. So the song that I used was blocked in 96 territories, and I was like, "Oh my God, nobody's gonna be able to see this." So what I did then is I went in to edit the video in YouTube itself, right? So you can get rid of the song, or you can basically you can mute the song, or you can replace the song. So I went to replace the song. I did everything, saved it, everything was fine. And I was then I unlisted the video because obviously I didn't want people to see a link that was basically it come up that the video wasn't going to play. So I was waiting for it to bloody render and stuff. And 9 o'clock this morning there was still nothing. I said, "Oh feck, I'll have to go to bed. I can't stay up any longer." So I went to bed. I woke up, and guess what? It was still fucking rendering. So I had to take it down, and just before we went live, I went to put it back up again, and it's gone again the same way. Ridiculous. Right, we're gonna go anyway. I've rambled on enough. I hope you've had a good one. Talk to you tomorrow. Stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your week. Well, enjoy the week, I should say. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Good night, panel. Good night, chat.
Good night, people.
Good night, people.
See you later, guys. Have a good one. Thank you for all the super chats and me mods. Well done for keeping the chat safe and stuff and all of that. And now I'm going to watch something which I don't know what to do because I got sick earlier and I don't feel right. But I'll think of something. I might watch some murder crap or something. I like watching some murder stuff. Yeah. Apparently I'm psycho. Oh, did you all hear? Apparently I'm a psychopath, right? Someone wrote a comment on someone's video and says, "I showed me girlfriend one of Ball's tricks in those videos, and she's a psychiatrist, and she told me that they're both psychopaths." Number one, your girlfriend wouldn't look at 2 YouTubers and say, "Oh yeah, they're psychopaths." So like you're a bit of an idiot. You don't have a girlfriend. Stop lying. You're following a YouTuber on YouTube. More than likely, you don't have a girlfriend. If you're making stupid comments like that, trust me, you definitely don't have a girlfriend. Yeah, because no psychiatrist, like It's like that person that said, "Oh, well, I had a word with my uncle about you, and he says what you said online. Yeah, you're going to get into trouble. You're getting locked up, mate." Number one, your uncle wouldn't tell you stuff like that, even if he was a copper, because he'd actually be breaking the rules, and he'd actually be locked up for breaking the rules. So the next, see, again, I'll say to these people, if you're going to come after me, use our brains, will you? Because you know what, you have disappointed me so badly, really have. You're going out there buying merchandise like desperate little kids to prove a point to me. Listen, you don't have to prove that to me. Enjoy your Jodie Whittaker Doctor. All I'm just saying to you is you will never be real fans of this show, because no real fan would behave the way you have behaved. You have given me a bad reputation all over. It doesn't matter what social media platform I'm on, you have given me a bad reputation, and I'll never forgive you for that, because you have lied. All I have ever done is spoke out about the destruction of a TV show that I love. And because I've done that, I've gotten a lot of hate for it. And there seems to be other YouTubers now out there that are starting to pipe up again. Not the YouTubers recently. I'm talking about other YouTubers out there. I've noticed one or two things being said on Twitter that are clearly aimed towards me. All I'll say to you two knobheads is, and it's not the two guys that recently come out and apologized to me. These are completely two different people, so I don't want people thinking that I'm calling these others out. I'm not. But what I will say is to the two knobheads that have been piping up a little bit on Twitter and aiming stuff towards me, if you have anything to say, come out and say it out straight. If not, shut the fuck up. Simple as that. Don't know how many times I have to tell you people, okay? I'm entitled to my opinions. You mightn't like them. I don't give a shit. I don't like most of your opinions, but I'm not coming onto your YouTube channel. I'm not coming onto your Twitter account or your Facebook accounts, or I'm not talking shit about you. So, pipe down. Enough is enough. Because he's aren't helping. He's responsible just as much as the J-bots for the destruction of this fandom, which is our propaganda crap coming out of our mouths, calling certain people in the fandom white supremacists because of their opinions on a TV show, right? So, and I wouldn't even mind the person that's accusing of that person of being a white supremacist looks like he's never got laid in his life. Get out and enjoy your life, man. They're all a bunch of idiots. It's a TV show, yes. Yeah, TV show that I hold dear, yes. But at the end of the day, to you idiots, right, the only thing that matters to you is the sex of Jodie Whittaker. The sex of the Doctor, which happens to be a woman now. And the only thing now that you care about is the fact that that Doctor now gets it off with a female companion. That's all you are interested in. You aren't interested in story arcs, character development, or anything like that. Do you know what? I wish actually Chris Chibnall do you know what? I'd love him to do it just for the festive special for you. Have the two of them kiss, get it done and over with, so then you can feck off. Because once it's done, then you will move on, because he won't do it again. It'll be a once-off thing. Like it's always been a once-off thing. It'll be a once-off thing. It'll be a moment where she thinks she's dying and she has to give her a kiss or something to save her life. It won't be a passionate kiss, but you can twist it all you want. Right? We don't care. You think we have a problem with lesbians and gay people being in the show? It's nothing got to do with that. It's got to do with the fact that we don't want the Doctor to be in any relationship with anybody whatsoever, because it ruins the character. There's been plenty of LGBTQ plus characters in Doctor Who that we have never had any problem with, and by the way, have been developed very, very well. Right? It's when here's another thing as well. Show me all the evidence that supports these two being in a relationship, because there is none. But you know what? I hope he does do it for the festive special, because once it's done, he won't do it again, and that's it. You get what you want, and then you can feck off. And there is no revolution because there is no revolution because she's already lost the war. That's the thing. You actually think he's won. He's won nothing. 7 million households have walked away. You have won absolutely nothing. The only thing is have succeeded in doing is supporting a showrunner and a doctor that are not right for this, and supporting an organisation like the BBC, which treat that are long-term fans. And I'm sorry, you mightn't like it, but they treat the long-term fans like shit, and they treat Doctor Who like shit as well. And you know what? You know, we shouldn't be surprised that BBC allowed this to happen, because they've never really treated, as being pointed out several occasions, never really treated Doctor Who with much respect. But this is the worst I've ever seen them treated, and it's disgraceful. And you guys supported this. So when this franchise goes tits up, when this franchise scrapes the barrel, which it will for the festive special, we won't be blamed. And you will try blame us, but we won't be blamed, because do you know why we won't blame? Because when after all the dust settles down, after his points or accusations and, you know, fling mud their way, what's going to happen is when the dust settles, right, and then when the new doctor comes along and stuff, you know, and hopefully they don't go down the route that everybody thinks they're going to go down. Let's say they have common sense and they actually do make the right choices. Well, then, you know, the real fandom will have their voice again. They'll come back. Some fans will come back. Some fans obviously won't. Will never come back. But a lot of those fans will come back. The numbers will go back up again. Yous are already a minority, but a vocal minority. Yous will become just a minority. Yous won't have that vocal power that you have right now, because BBC then will align themselves with the popular people in the fandom, and the popular people in the fandom will be the long-term fans when they bring it back to the way it should be, because they will be the people that they will be talking to, like the Geek Union, who actually is wearing a cyber feckin' head on my stream. Look at that. Isn't that bloody cool? Right? So that's
They
who.
want us to be like them.
Exactly. They do, but we will never be like them, because they are pieces of shit and they have no brains.
Exactly.
They will regret taking on the fandom. Revolution of the Whovians was not a hashtag, it was a promotion of a stream. We tricked all the J-bots.
What he said.
That is not very Cyberman-like.
I gotta take his off. It's too warm with that.
I say so. Delete. But yeah, it was very good. Me and Lee are, you know, we're geniuses. And there's still one final troll. By the way, I know Jodie Whittaker part 1 and 2 was to troll them because of what happened. But hopefully later on, the next one that I do, actually the next one I'm going to do is going to be the knockout blow. Because I'm being honest, I can't say too much because I don't want to give anything away. But let's just say if this goes the way that I think it's going to go, and hopefully it does, well then this is going to be a huge blow to them, and you will know why later on. I know I can't say much. I know you are probably all wondering. And some of you will text me later, go on, no, let me know. I'm just letting you know this time, right? Because when I did I Love Jodie Whittaker part 1 and 2, I had people straight away say to me, go on, give us a little spoiler. And I was like, no. And then it'd be like, go on. And then eventually then I gave a spoiler. There'll be no spoiler this time. I'm sorry. But I'm keeping.
You're such a tease.
I have to keep this one close. Do you know what? I might make even such a big deal of it. I might even premiere it tonight at 4 o'clock in the morning. Maybe 5. Or maybe, well, do you know what? Do you know what I might do? I might wait till I go to bed at about 8 or 9. And then I go to bed while it's premiering. And then I can wake up then and watch the shit show unfold.
Sounds like a plan.
Well, add, number one, I'm not going after anybody, and I haven't. This is just basically, as I said, like the other videos, just a little bit of fun, trolling the other side because of what they've been doing. And if anybody wants to know why I've been doing this, well, this will be the after Jodie Whittaker part 3, and this one, that'll be it. But the reason why I have been is because I'm letting these guys know that basically they can, they keep coming onto my account still. You'll see even today, I've got a load of knobheads, mostly blokes now. I have to be fair this time. It's mostly women, right? But this time it's blokes, and they're coming on, right? They just haven't stopped. They won't leave me alone, right? So people have said to me, well, don't go after them, right? Because every time you do, it blows up, and then I get accused of all sorts, and then you see what happened. And I don't want everybody to be dragged into it again like they did the last time. So what I've decided to do, instead of actually directly going after them after coming after me, I've decided to just troll. I think that's the best way to do it. Do videos, take the piss. That's it. I'm not taking the piss out of one particular person. I'm taking the piss out of the whole side of that fandom. It's as simple as that. And I'm entitled to do that. It's not being mean. It's not being nasty. It's just every time I mention Jodie Whittaker part 1 and 2, Daniel has a big smile on his face and laughs. That was my whole aim with the whole thing, to put a smile on people's faces, and that's what it's done. It's put a smile on people's faces. Sure. And that's what it was all about. And what's this? Hold on, is this MacGyver? Oh! What the fuck? Drone. I don't know what I'm watching. Looks like a real video gamey thing, Yoki. Ah, it's a distraction. So he used the drone. Oh, that's very clever. I think that's MacGyver, the new one that the wife was telling me is actually good and I should watch, but I never bothered with it. I might start taking a look at this from the very first episode and see if it's any good. Thanks, Noel. Hey, everyone. Thanks, Noel. Obviously for, Lee Anthony Davis, as I said earlier on the stream, and I have put up his channel a couple of times there, and I've shared it all over Facebook as well in certain groups. If you haven't subscribed, he has Doctor Who quizzes on it. Give it a look. And that's me. I better stop now before I get the head bleeding shot at me by the wife. Have to go. But we have plenty coming up. I don't really need to tell you what I have coming up. I'll be live tomorrow anyway. You know that there's always something going on. I'll be checking now because, as I said, we're going to be doing more articles and stuff. And I still have to read out that article for that video that I did for you a couple of days back about the female doctor representation. So I still have to do that article as well. So I'll get that done. And we'll have that up during the week as well. So we have loads. You might have you'll have a few live streams anyway. You'll have the live streams, and you'll also have a few pre-records as well. Because obviously there's a lot to get done. And then I'm in between that. Then I'm on Rabbi's channel as well, and I think I've been invited on a couple of other channels as well. They always let me know the night before, so I don't know who it is right now, but when I know, I'll let you know anyway. Right. I think that's everything. Just don't forget to subscribe to everybody's channel. Yeah, I don't take a break, Super John. I really actually don't. I don't know, man. I probably shouldn't I? But it seems like I've taken a break because I haven't been streaming on this channel, but I've been on other people's channels, and then I've been obviously behind the scenes doing other stuff. Oh, Jesus. don't know how I have the energy to do it, but there you go. But you know, I keep everybody and myself entertained. I mean, Jesus, if I didn't do this, I'd probably be hitting the walls now, lads. You know, he's ourselves lockdown. Not great, not great. Right, and with that, I'm gonna say goodnight to you all. But you're always busy. Yeah, I am, and I will be again tonight. But that's it. Right, I'm gonna go because if I don't, I'm gonna keep rambling on. So here's Lee's great intro, and don't forget hashtag revolution of the Hoovians. It's a stream that's coming soon enough. It's on its way. It's just, as I said, we're doing a lot of work behind the scenes this week, especially. Me and Lee are going to get our heads down now, and we're going to be working a lot behind the scenes now, trying to secure those big guests that I have in mind for the stream. And once I can secure them and dates, hopefully get them all on the same time, or even if it's not at the same time, but the same date anyway. That's all we need to really do is just make sure we get them all down, same date, hammered down. Once we've got that, then we'll announce it to you guys. But it will be a big stream. We're trying to get big streamers on, and we will. I think. Listen, we've had Gary on, we've had Ballstreck on, we've had Az on this channel before, so we have had big guests on. So we can get more, and we will. Trust me. So yeah. So keep using that hashtag. It's a form of promotion. It's actually, as I said, I want to thank everybody, and I mean everybody, including the other side, for using that hashtag and promoting their stream. I know you were saying, or you were thinking that you were turning it into something positive. Well, it is something positive. It's our stream, and it is going to be a positive occasion, because we're going to, we're going to talk about Doctor Who, and we're going to talk about why the show is in such a bad way, and why your side of the fandom are a bunch of knobheads. So so it's going to be absolutely fantastic. It's going to be something well worth watching. It's going to put a lot of smile on people's faces as well. We talk about the destruction of the show, but we will talk about other stuff. We do talk about memories, so there'll be plenty. And so thank you to the J-Bots. Well done. Keep using the hashtag, by the way. And I know some of you were feeling a little bit bad, and you took down our posts. Put them back up, lads. Keep promoting that hashtag, or what you think is a hashtag. You're going to use it as a positive thing. It's already a positive thing. And by the way, it's kind of silly, because I have, you know what? I was sent something last night. I don't want to give it away, yeah. But I was sent something last night, and it really showed me what the other side and how pathetic they are.
Oh my God! What is it?
Well, let me see. I need to look at me. I need to check something first. I haven't. We myself and Lee have guests and people that we've mentioned, and our big guests. Some have mentioned Critical Drinker, Doomcock. Critical Drinker is definitely a possibility. As Ballstreck knows him, and I just need to talk to Ballstreck. He said he'd sort something for me. As for Doomcock, that'll be almost impossible. So there's no point of even asking, to be quite honest with you. I have asked loads of times, and he says he's not on Twitter. So yeah, Doomcock, I don't think will be a no-go. Just for the simple fact he's too busy, and he's got all this Star Wars stuff anyway. So Yeah. And anyway, does he watch Doctor Who?
I
don't know.
don't think so.
Yeah, I think so as well. Because he's done a few videos on Doctor Who, so
Yeah, but doing videos on Doctor Who doesn't necessarily mean you watch Doctor Who, though. I mean,
Yeah,
I want to
good
get,
point.
and I don't mean that in any disrespectful way. I know his franchises are Star Wars, Star Trek, but you know, I want to get YouTubers on that are exclusively just talking about Doctor Who.
yeah.
Yeah,
Or cover Doctor Who, but cover it a lot. I know Doomcock has covered Doctor Who, but I think overall he hasn't. I mean, to be honest with you, Gary would be one that I definitely get on because he's covered Doctor Who all the time. He covers it all the time. He has nearly daily videos on it. So he'd be the
Right.
type. Dave Cullen is someone else that has done Doctor Who videos. Every fan swears by his analysis. He's
Yeah.
another. Obviously, Critical Drinker is one that does watch Doctor Who because you know he does videos on Doctor Who. That's the type of YouTuber I'm looking for. I'm looking for a YouTuber that you know that is concentrating more on Doctor Who, but they do other stuff, but they concentrate more on Doctor Who. And to be honest with you, I don't think Duke would come onto my channel because I'm being honest. I've asked, and I'm going to be honest. I'm not asking anymore. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, you can only ask so many times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'll say no more because yeah. But Ballstrek is someone that I could get on. No problem. Like I just have to I could give him the word and he's first name. So he'll be fine. Now there's a couple of other YouTubers out there that we know that are good, solid. So we'll see what we'll do. But it's gonna be a big night. Big night.
Should be all exciting.
Well,
Yeah.
it will be something for everybody to look forward to. Be something for everybody to look forward to. Yeah, Chris says he does talk about Doctor Who, but he doesn't cover it as heavy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. I'm kind of looking for YouTubers that do, and obviously Gary does, pushes it a lot. Obviously, I will ask him. Same with Ballstrek, he covers it as well a lot. And then there's other YouTubers. There's Wingy Media. Now I don't know if he's done the current era, but there's Wingy Media. He was one of the first YouTubers. He used to do exclusively a lot of classic stuff, and then he
Yeah.
had about Jodie Whittaker. He had to take down that video, but he was doing other stuff as
Yeah.
well. So yeah, you should ask Star Wars girl. But she's again, she's only exclusively kind of concentrates on Star
Star Wars.
It's the YouTubers, as I said, we're looking for are people that exclusively just cover Doctor Who mostly. Yes, they do other stuff on their channel, but most of their content is Doctor Who. It's like Star Wars girl. If there was to have a Star Wars panel, obviously she'd be first name on because she mostly does Star Wars. They're the kind of guests that I'm looking for. I'm not having a swipe at anybody here or anything. That's the type of YouTuber I'm looking for. This is an exclusive Doctor Who stream like the one that Gary had on his channel. And I want Doctor Who YouTubers on that have watched the new era of Doctor Who to come on and to discuss it. Right? I wanted to get down to the detail of episodes and point out certain things that happen in the episodes. Yeah. So I need YouTubers that have covered it extensively, did reviews and did analysis, whatever. They're the type of YouTubers that we're going for. But I will try get Star Wars Girl on for a stream when we do other stuff. Obviously, she did pop into the chat, and that was great. That actually was. I think she popped in for a movie stream. I think we were doing a movie stream, and she popped in for that. Oh, it was the Star Trek chat that Robert Meyer Burnett was supposed to turn up.
Yeah.
And then he got he basically, some people tried to cancel him on Twitter, and obviously his email was on Twitter, but his account got taken down. Never got his email address, so couldn't get him on the channel, which was which kind of So there you go. It happens. It happens. I have to be honest. You know me. I wear my heart on my sleeve. It annoys me when things like that happens because Rabbi put a lot of work into the trailers, and then when that happened, and he didn't turn up because obviously he couldn't be helped. No email addresses were exchanged, which I should have done, but I never bloody thought of it. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
I was really looking forward to that stream because he's a big voice in the Trek community. I asked him again anyway, so we'll see what happens. You know, I don't give up. You know, Lee Anthony Davis's channel is up there again. Lee, no problem. Listen, we'll throw it up every time, even if you're not here in the chat. As we said, we'll get your subs up as much as we can. That's no bother. That's what I am. That's what we do on this channel. So, and we'll continue to do that. So if anybody actually, if any moderators actually, because some of you mod on other channels, if any of you know any Doctor Who exclusive channels or Doctor Who mad fans that have actually watched Series 11 and 12, because I want to get YouTubers on that have watched the series as well, because a lot of them will give out, will do a kind of review, but you'll always notice in the review they never really go into much detail, because what basically happens is they go and watch someone else's video, kind of hear what they have to say, and then kind of give their own little analysis, and that's how they get away with it. I've seen a lot of them during Series 11. They've disappeared now, most of them. They kind of disappeared after Series 11 because people could see through their bull. They never last, these channels, you know? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to do something, at least be honest, you know? If you don't watch it, just say you don't watch it, but you still have an opinion on it. People mightn't take your opinion serious, but, if you still have an opinion on it, fine. I just wouldn't take it seriously myself if you didn't watch it. That's why I made the decision to watch Series 11 and 12, because I believe that if you're going to criticize something, or you're going to, critique something, I should say, is the right word, you should watch the thing before you do. The Wolf and the Storm is someone, yes, we should bring the Wolf and the Storm on, actually. She has a YouTube, she put up a video, she shared it with me, and then I threw it up all over Facebook. That's another YouTube channel, another female voice, by the way, to the fandom. So do us a favor, especially with the lady YouTubers, and I know this is some people out there on the other side of the fan going to call me sexist and saying this, but listen, I'm not, but the female YouTubers out there get a lot more stick than we do. They get a lot more nasty than we do. So do me a favor, subscribe to those channels and sub to those channels, especially, helps. It really does. Get in there, comment on the video. She has a video up. Get in there in the comment section there and leave a comment of support and all, man. Subscribe as well, because, at one stage we tried to do it before. I tried to get an all panel with all women on it, Doctor Who fans. And my plan is to still do that. Blue Bonnet is out there. We know the starry-eyed girl. And now we've got, obviously, the Wolf and the Storm. And we've got a few other girls in the chat as well. Crystal does be there. So I want to do an all-girl stream as well. Because let's not forget that the other side of the fandom keep telling everybody, oh, it's only males that hate Doctor Who. It's only males that hate Jodie Whittaker. They only hate the doctor because she's a woman. How many times we have to tell you? I don't hate the fact. I don't hate Jodie Whittaker because she's a woman playing the doctor. I hate Jodie Whittaker because she's a bad actress.
Yeah.
Now, get that through your heads, J-Bot, right? Not everybody, and by the way, I keep saying that, but I know why you keep using calling us not my doctors, because you think somehow it's going to annoy us. I don't care. Listen, call me whatever you want. The leader, not my doctor, not my doctor. I don't really give a crap, right? At the end of the day, I don't agree with certain elements of the not my doctor side, including the not my doctor who side. But there are some good people in both of those sides of the fandom that use that hashtag. I know that, and a lot of us in here know that as well because we used to talk to some of those people. The reason why we don't and we've kept our distance from those people is because obviously they choose to continue to use that hashtag, even though we moved on from that and we decided to use another one because we knew what kind of people were latching onto it. But they believe that hashtag represents how they feel, and fair enough. They're entitled to that, just like every other fan's entitled to have their own little shitty hashtag that they want and get their own little shitty hashtag trending all they want. Everybody is entitled to that. But at the end of the day, hashtags are going to mean nothing in the long term scheme of things because, as I said, 7 million households have walked away. So all the hashtags in the world from all sides, all factions, mean absolutely shit. They mean absolutely shit. That's why when we come up with a plan and this whole revolutions thing, a revolution of the Hoovians, as you know, has been Lee has had this in the pipeline for a couple of months now because we've been kind of using it on and off, not as much as we're using it now, but we were using it just kind of giving hints out there. Me and Lee have had this whole thing ever since we knew we were going on Gary's stream and stuff. All of this plan then was put into place. And we were thinking the stuff to do. Because after the success of that, I said to Lee, we have to have our own one on our channel, but it has to be big. So we set a plan into motion. I hope you did like my speech the other day. And I'm sorry that I did fill some of yous even here in the chat. Because some of yous genuinely thought it's a hashtag. Revolution of the Hoovians isn't a hashtag, right? It's a promotion, right? It is a hashtag, but it's not that. It's not a hashtag to say, right, this is a revolution. We're revolting against the series. The series is already dead. There is no revolt, right? There is no revolution because the revolution already happened. The J-bots have already lost. The sad thing is that instead of enjoying Jodie Whittaker's last series, they're throwing their toys out of the pram now. And that's why they're lashing out. That's why they're doing the things and they're behaving the way they're behaving right now, because they know themselves they have lost, but they won't admit it to themselves. They know it's game over. It's
because
game
they're
over.
delusional.
Yeah. Now, their hope is now, like what's being mentioned on this panel, is that they're hoping now that Chris Chibnall somehow stays, right? Or even if he doesn't, but BBC might go with Joe Martin, right? They want another woman, so they have someone else to ship, right? And maybe Joe Martin might be someone that they would ship, but they'll ship her anyway because, you know, they have to have something, right? So, you know, for me personally, when she goes and she regenerates into a man, then for me that'll be just perfect because then they're done. They're completely done. Then they can rant and moan all they want, right? This fandom then will try heal itself. Or what'll happen is the fandom will just break off, and fans that actually I can actually see it happen. I can actually see the fandom splitting, and you'll have these, and then you have another side of the fan that just won't interact with these people whatsoever. It'll just be it's sad state of affairs, because it should be one fandom, but it's not going to be. It's going to be multiple factions, and this is going to go on for years, believe it or not, because then if you think, listen, we didn't go quietly. Let's be honest. For 3 years, we've been ranting and raving, right?
Yeah.
And you know what the hypocrisy is going to be? After Jody goes, they're going to do exactly the same thing, but it'll be all right for them to do it, because we were the sexist bigots and we're the ones that got rid of Jodie Whittaker. That's the way it'll be framed. We didn't get rid of Jodie Whittaker. The audience got bored of Chris Chibnall's writing and got bored of her portrayal, and they fell asleep on their sofas. I literally fell asleep here watching. Actually, has anybody watched Series 11 to 12 since it aired?
No.
Absolutely not. It's a pile of shit, and I don't want to go back ever and watch it once it's bad enough.
Alpha Omega, I agree with you, but here's the thing. BBC has the show paid for, so they're actually financially secure. So even if Whittaker's next series was to actually completely hit the barrel, which we all know it will, it doesn't make a difference. They're financially secure, and they will actually carry on. Series 14 is happening. They have to make up until, I think, series up to the 60th. They're financially secure. After that, then that's where the problem comes in. But after this, this is why I think it's important that you get rid of them now. Right? She does this last series and she's gone. It's because you've got a few years to recover till you get to the 60th. If you can bring the show back up to a popularity, by the time it gets to the 60th, then you'll have people coming to the BBC again, like HBO Max and all these other companies. They're grabbing their hands to take Doctor Who off them, right? And then BBC rolling in the cash. But that's what needs to happen. They need to get rid of those, the whole lot of them, and they've got a few years of recovery. She stays. Listen, there's obviously Matrix Lord, I think is the one that is saying that there's a possibility she might actually stick around for Series 14. If she does, and let's just say Matrix Lord is right, well then they're stuffed. After the 60th, they're done. Doctor Who, if they keep her for Series 14, they want to kill the show, because it won't survive after the 60th. There won't be enough recovery time by the time it gets to the 60th to draw the crowds in. The 60th is not going to be enough to draw the crowds in, right? So they've got a big decision to make, and the pandemic might have bought them a little bit of time, which, kind of annoys me that this pandemic has happened, because I believe if it wasn't around, there'd be no Doctor Who lockdown. Remember this. There'd be none of these stream-alongs wouldn't have happened, right? So Doctor Who would be off the air now, and then we'd be all looking in the fandom to see if there's any news about the new series. And then they probably wouldn't have turned up. We'd be talking right now. I bet you we'd be talking right now because San Diego Comic-Con is on now, right? I guarantee it, we'd be sitting here as YouTubers, Matrix Lord, me, Gary, Ballstreck, Daniel, Blue Bonnet, everybody, yourself, Geek Unit, we'd be all sitting here saying Jodie Whittaker and Chris Chibnall haven't showed up at San Diego Comic-Con again.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Thing is, they've only shown up once, haven't they?
Yeah, when she was cast. Ever since she was cast, she hasn't appeared at any, because they're afraid that the audience will actually kick her ass and kick his ass. And that's exactly what would happen. And they're smart that way. And for the J-bots to say, oh, well, she did go, no, she's very popular. No, she wouldn't be. I'm sorry. But see, again, outside is our Twitterverse. There's a real world out there, and the real world has rejected this era. Ask anybody. TimeLord Victoria's panel, we sat here to watch it. I was actually, now I have to be honest, I thought the other two children, that was problem being a rabbi, because they were being children, right, were moaning too much, right? Okay? But even I found myself getting bored after a while. So they got bored before I did. So obviously my tolerance there was a little bit better than theirs. But still, this was supposed to be a big panel, right? TimeLord victorious. This was supposed to convince me to buy that shit. We knocked off with 10 minutes to go or something. 10 minutes to go. Doctor Who related stuff, and we knocked off 10 minutes to go. I don't know how many views the video got, but while Bolstrek was on it, it had less views than my I Love Jodie Whittaker Part 1 video.
Oh my god.
Right? Seriously, in 5 hours, I had more views on I Love Jodie Whittaker Part 1 video than that Comic-Con video had for Doctor Who panel. Now, obviously, it's been longer now, and obviously because the international con, I reckon now it's probably gone way up, right? But 5 hours and I had more. There's no interest. They can say what they want. Even look at their on Twitter, people saying they stayed up to watch the panel and they're very disappointed. I was expecting this and I was expecting that. Even the fans on the other side are not happy. Yeah, and I've noticed as well, I've been sent stuff. I haven't thrown it up because I don't want to throw it up, even if I cover the names. These are just people that have opinions, and to be quite honest with you, if they're not about me, I don't really give a shit. But there was interesting comment made by a couple of the J-bots, and they are right. You know, they seem to be pushing David Tennant a lot, but don't push Jodie Whittaker. And some have even come to the have gotten to the breaking point where they're actually now tagging BBC in a post and saying, well, what the hell he is pushing Tennant for all the time? If it's not David Tennant, you know, they're actually going
Tennant
mad.
brings in money.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, Tennant's popular.
And I hope you are listening. There's a few. This is what you need to realise. I know Jodie Whittaker, you love her. I know she's popular to use, but to the general public, she is not liked. The reason why they went with TimeLord victorious, even listen to the panel, they slip up a few times. They said that this was that they thought about this ever since the story was conceived and all this, blah blah blah. Right? No such thing. Because then later on, then they turn around and say, "Well, I wrote this, and it was always something that the fans spoke about and stuff like this." Yeah, we might have spoke about it, but we, in fairness, I did say at the time, and I won't back down. I did say at the time this was something that some fans wanted, but I after hearing everything now and actually, you know, looking at everybody's reviews, and especially people that I absolutely love Big Finish. Big Finish have messed up big time. Yeah, to be fair, no, we all thought the panel was going to talk about the story and not just the two-part comic book. Yeah,
Yeah, they should have spoke about the story.
yeah, but they went all technical. We're all there, like, how did you make this image look darker than this image? What the? Nobody gives a crap about that. I just want to know about the story, but you didn't sell it to me. So Big Finish is in trouble. Big Finish is in trouble. Not only is Big Finish in trouble, all these other poor licensees that have been dragged into this to make money. And by the way, J-Bots, I will let you know why there's been hardly any Jodie Whittaker stuff, right? I know there's been a few comics and stuff of Jodie's doctor by Jodie Host or wherever her name is, the writer behind her comics, right? I know that has, right? But unfortunately, they're not making money. And that's why they chose David Tennant, because who wins most fan polls? David Tennant.
David Tennant.
Right? Even though I personally disagree with that myself, Tom Baker should always be, even though, you know, my Holy Trinity, as you all know, is the three guys. But Tom Baker, if it is a fan poll, I always think that Tom Baker should win it because I think he is the definitive doctor, right? But David Tennant always wins the polls. He always does. Tom Baker always comes second, or some years Tom Baker might come first, and David Tennant. So David Tennant resonates with a lot of fans. David Tennant was the doctor that made the show popular to a wider audience. His doctor, yes, they loved Christopher Eccleston, but David Tennant was the one that really, the girls and all. That's when we start getting a lot of the fangirls, a lot more fangirls. And we didn't mind that. We didn't mind that. You were just fans just as much as we were. We could see it that you loved the show. It wasn't just about, his hair, which most of you did go on about all the time, but we didn't give a crap about that. But you actually enjoyed stories, Now it's just about, it's Jodie Whittaker on a scissor, man, Neat Gill in the TARDIS. And if you don't want that, you're a phobe. You're a phobe because you don't want the doctor to have a relationship with a woman. You're a phobe. No, I don't want the doctor to have a relationship with anybody, whether the doctor is male or female, and whether the person that wants to be with the doctor is male or female. That ruins the dynamic, right? And especially when it's a doctor and companion. And by the way, there is no basis for your Tasman or whatever you what is that what it is? Tasman?
Yeah, Tasman.
Yeah, you have no basis for it whatsoever. There has been absolutely no evidence to support this. And if you're going to throw up a little throwaway line here, there, and everywhere, that's not good enough. You need character development, a story arc to make the audience believe after 2 years that these two are madly in love. Right? Where's the sexual tension? None whatsoever. Sure, Manit Gill, I should say, Yasmin Khan is a plank. No emotion. But yes, she's the greatest woman in the galaxy. What's she ever done? She's a copper that doesn't go to work. She's a lazy person, if you ask me.
Yeah.
And the doctor is an incompetent idiot. Yeah, because that's the way she's written. There was like few humans left in the Timeless Children, or was it the first one? I don't know. I don't know. It was the first. What was it? The Lone Cyberman was the second last one. I forget what the name of the episodes are.
Was it Abomination of the Cybermen, wasn't it?
Yeah. And what was that? There was like a few humans left, and you got 70, and she got 75% of them killed. She's supposed to be a hero to you guys, yeah. And she's not written that way. I could see it, but you clearly don't. But this is why she'll never be popular. These poor licensees are going to lose a shit ton of money because fans aren't happy with Time Lord Victorious. And I can tell you right now, right? I don't care what that panel on International Con said. This has not been in the works for years, right? No, this was actually. I can tell you now. I reckon after Series 11, and they seen how bad it was, then they decided to go with this, and then they put all the pieces together to do this, right? So Time Lord Victorious hasn't been, because I'll tell you why it hasn't been, because people that have already bought, that I've spoke to, that have bought the first couple of things that are available, have said it's boring. It's boring, and some of the stories they're just boring, right? You've got all these new writers, and then you've got a couple of the old ones, and you're changing. No. See, this is fans didn't even want. Listen, I wanted the Time Lord Victorious. Yes, yeah, I was very excited, like a few others. But if you ask the majority of this fandom, they didn't want Time Lord Victorious. What fans want is fans want you to write the current Doctor the way the current Doctor should be written, and the actress that's playing the role to play the role the way it should be played. Simple as that. You're giving us all these other things because you think, right, well, they don't like the main show, so let's get them a Doctor that's popular. Who's popular? David Tennant. Who else is popular? Paul McGann, Tom Baker. Let's throw all them in. You know what I mean? What villains do they like? Let's throw in all these villains. I'm sorry, that's not good enough. Get the main show right. Sack Chris Chibnall, sack Jodie Whittaker, get rid of them all, top to bottom, and then you have a chance, right? But your window of opportunity to turn this all around is narrowing by the day. They have basically, listen, they need to get Series 13 out as ASAP. As soon as if they can film, go and film, get it done and get it out. Because she needs to go and he needs to go. And they need and we need that announcement. It needs to happen because the window of opportunity, I'm telling you, if they stick around for Series 14, I'll agree with everybody. Doctor Who will not pass the 60th anniversary. It'll be the last of Who. It'll be finished. This is their chance now. They can turn it around, and they can. A lot of fans have said that. I personally think it's too late, but I'll give them a chance because that's the way I am. I love Doctor Who, and I'll give it a chance. If it comes back to some sort of normality, I'll give it a chance. Trust me. But their window of opportunity, they've got until next year. We need some sort of announcement of when they're going to be filming, right? If they're going to be filming. And we need to get, once we know that it's filming, then we can start getting excited. Not getting excited because, they're filming Series 13 and we get to watch Series 13. What I'm saying is they filming it, and then as soon as it's wrapped, then we know then whether she's gone or whether she's staying. And if they make the announcement that she's gone, then we can have a little bit of optimism. Not much, but a little bit. And that's all we can hope for right now. But, as I said, the clock is ticking. And it is. It's ticking for the show, and it's ticking for Jodie Whittaker and Chris Chibnall. They must go. And Piers Wenger, if you're listening, because BBC have a habit of taking me streams down. If you're listening, you've got to sack yourself as well. Because if it's true that Chris Chibnall was going to leave after Series 11 and Jodie Whittaker was willing to hand in our P45 and you convinced the two of them to stay, well then you must sack yourself too, because you put us through another series. If they were willing to give it up, like was reported last year by a few YouTubers like myself, and you gave them the opportunity to do a Series 12, well then you need to go just as much as those. They were willing to go. And this is why I believe they will go after Series 13, because they were going to go after Series 11. So why all of a sudden would they hang on for another few more years? It just wouldn't make any sense. Now, this pandemic probably will work in Chris Chibnall's favour when it comes to the longest serving Doctor, because he wants Jodie Whittaker. It was always part of his plan, by the way. That's nothing new. Apparently people are coming out. This was spoke about already during Series 11. I think people seem to forget that some of the information that's out there is being rehashed on Gallifrey base. All of this stuff was spoke about during Series 11. Chris Chibnall has a 5 or 7 year plan, right? And part of that plan was to make Jodie Whittaker the longest serving Doctor, right? This is not new information, right? But she's not going to be if the pandemic and they have to cancel filming, she could well be, because they're going to let her.
It's still going to be Tom Baker.
Yeah, but I know, on screen, but I think in year, I don't know how they do it, Daniel, but whatever which way they do it, if she hangs on, she'll end up becoming or something to that. Oh, crap. But who cares? We know who the longest serving Doctor is anyway on screen, and so it doesn't make a difference. But I mean, look, it's a dire situation, and the BBC need to pay attention. Listen, that video still won't go up, but I'm determined. I don't care how many times I have to edit this video. Do you know what I think it might be? It might be the headline that I'm using for the video, and BBC and YouTube have copped onto it now. And every time I use certain words, they're not letting me finish the stream. What's happening now is it's processing. It's getting to 95%, but it won't process 100%. So they're stopping it from processing 100%. And that's YouTube doing it. So it must be the headline. So I'll have to change the head. So I'll change the headline, change the song again, just in case, just to be extra cautious. And I'll try get that video up to you, up for you. And then obviously most of you will be in bed in the UK if I drop that other video. But obviously the American friends and my friends from all over the world or on the other side of the world, you will obviously get to see it first. That's obviously if things go as planned. I won't know until later on. So there will be one video for definite, which will be the BBC video. It's an article, by the way.
Yeah.
So I'll put it up. I want you to share it. It's basically about the BBC. You're going to see a lot more articles from me talking about the BBC.
Yeah.
And I think it's important that we do that because obviously BBC they own Doctor Who, but BBC it's not just about Doctor Who. BBC's whole the way they do things, the way the company is run. Obviously there's a new person that's taking over as well. So I want to do a video on this new person, the bio, see what kind of person they are, see what kind of what their politics are like and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. Is that the Tim Davy guy that's the new director general?
Yeah, because it'll give us an idea which direction the BBC might go in. Now, apparently, I've heard that BBC are actually not gonna change under this person, but there was hope that they would, because apparently his politics are not in line with the BBC's, but he does agree with certain things. But he's far more balanced in his approach. But now that he works at the BBC and he has that big salary, things quickly change. You might have all these opinions, but then when you're given a big wad of cash and you're told, right, this is our mandate, follow it. You're gonna follow it. Well, if you have no integrity, you will. Obviously, if you stick by your beliefs, you wouldn't take that job, but there you go. That's the way it goes in the modern world. Sorry, you're rambling. I've been rambling. I said goodbye 53 minutes ago. This is what I do on this channel, but that's what she's loved me for. So if I actually went when I said I was gonna go, but no, we started off because of the merchandise. But listen, you can go out and buy merchandise, put photographs up, and think that it's annoying me. I'm glad that you are actually supporting the air. It's about bloody time. Because sales, and I'm sorry, because other YouTube channels have covered this, but the sales for New Who merchandise have not been good. So if you're finally going out and buying merchandise, fair play to you. It's about bloody time. BBC could do with the money. Not that I agree with you giving the BBC the money right now, but it's about bloody time. You know what I mean? You're not sticking anything up to me. And you can set up user stupid, use our merchandise. As we said, we're not my doctors. So, I mean, it's actually stupid. You've actually wasted your money or wasted your time setting there up. I mean, if you are going to get back at me, that's not the way to get back at me because I'm not, as I've said, I or anybody associated with this channel do not use the hashtag. As I said, the hashtags that have been used are RIP Doctor Who and Hartnell First. And obviously I tricked all you into thinking that hashtag revolution of the Whovians was somehow a new hashtag that we were going to use. Me and Lee are clever like that. Do you know, I know I'm bragging a little bit here, but I have to say when me and Lee and Rabbi both struck a couple of people like that, bang heads together, tell you, we really come up with some little whoppers.
Yeah.
So you can ramble all you want. Oh, thanks very much. Thanks very much. But I'm not going to because I'm going to spend a bit of time with the wife if she wants to because we're at the 3-hour mark now. So, yeah. Oh, someone is, yeah. TV shows. See that? I hate doing something on the computer and then there's a TV show. Right, I'm off to put out new content on my pages and groups and then make a video for answers for the quiz on the Daleks on my YouTube channel. So, Noel Boy and everybody, look after yourselves. Look after yourself, Lee. Lee, wish you the best of luck with all of that. As I said, we will get you on a panel as well, because I do believe if we get you on, you tell people a little bit more about your channels, your pages that you have. That way it's better, isn't it, Daniel? It's better that way.
Yeah, it's better. It's better because you can promote yourself and all your social media pages, and people get to know the man behind all the content as well. It's better that way because you can communicate it better to the audience, I find.
Actually, that just reminds me. Daniel has a Facebook page, or that's Daniel's YouTube hub. So if you have any your YouTube videos, obviously it's a place where because Daniel also, um, which is great and lovely to see, I have to say. But that's the type of person Daniel is anyway. But it goes to show you that, this is what our side of the fandom does. Daniel, again, has set up that to help YouTubers, and it's a place for everybody. Like, we're all there as well, and people have joined, and it's a place where we can share our YouTube videos, and it obviously gives you a little bit more, uh, makes people more aware, obviously, of your YouTube channel as well. So Daniel has that up on Facebook to help out other YouTubers as well. So Daniel has to get a bit of credit for that as well, because Daniel, like me, doesn't like to see anybody not getting promoted out there. As we said, even Gary said it on his channel. It's we should be supporting each other, and I've been saying it all the time anyway. But it's nice to see that Gary is actually going out of his way on his channel to give a YouTuber a shout out and get them to 1,000 subs, and he actually did. The night that me and Lee were actually in the chat, someone was on 600 or something subscribers. He asked his audience to get that person to 1,000 subscribers. But as Jeremy said, and here's the thing though, I will say, it's all well and good getting up to these 1,000 subscribers, right? And I remember this lesson very well because I got to 1,000 subscribers and I was all chuffed, as you all know. I was putting up posts and I was happy and stuff. Then I woke up the next day and I was back down to 980.
Yeah, I know.
That
is a bastard.
Right now, but as Jeremy said though, when you do get over the 1,000 subscriber count, right? Then it's up to you as a YouTuber to maintain them and to add to them. You know what I mean? It's all well and good a YouTuber giving you a shout out, and I learned this the hard way. It is all well and good a YouTuber giving you a shout out, but at the end of the day, it's once that shout out happens and your subs build up, it's up to you then as the YouTuber to keep those people then, because obviously they're obviously going on the recommendation of the YouTuber that has given you a recommendation. So obviously they have a certain standard, and I learned it the hard way because I remember when people came to me from Gary's channel or Doomcock's channel when I first got started. And I have to be honest, back in the day when I wasn't so open with me comments, I used to delete the ones that used to slag me off. I used to take things to heart like that. People would slag me videos and harsh, and I had one comment in particular. I can't believe I subscribed to your channel. I don't know why this channel was recommended to me. It's one of the worst channels on YouTube. I was like, oh, okay.
Thing is, by criticism, you can grow. So it's always good to have criticism.
Oh yeah, but again, it made me more determined. Listen, I know my listen. I know my content or me, I'm not professional like some of the other YouTubers out there.
Yeah.
I think the reason why me, Gary, and Ballstreck and others work, like Daniel, yourself, is
Yeah.
that we're more open, we're raw, we're not scripted. You know, everything that comes out of my mouth, it's not scripted. You know, I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth sometimes, because sometimes, as you know yourselves, something will come out of my mouth before my brain has even had a chance to actually process what I've actually said. Right?
Yeah, I'm the same. Cause remember that the first time I called in and I came away with my hashtag, everybody was like stunned.
Yeah, hashtag scrum. Yeah, we've had a yeah. They've tried to latch onto that one as well. Do you know what? See, it annoys me that we're called the pathetic ones. We're called the petty ones. But yeah,
Yeah.
we do a hashtag. They will follow it up with a hashtag, right? Then, for instance, this latest one that they thought was a hashtag, but was a clever ploy by me and Lee to promote. And I still can't stop laughing. Oh, that's so funny. I still can't stop laughing. And Lee is still in the chat. Me and Lee had a right giggle about that after the live stream, actually. We really did. That is just, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's how you troll. Yeah. And see that I didn't even need to use any words. Isn't that good? See that I've always had an ability, you know, even when I do a video to call someone out, I don't have to mention any words. I just screenshots, yeah, the right song, and it's
Yeah.
bingo. There you go. Because remember, a few videos have upset a lot of people. A lot of people, some of those videos that I've done. Madness.
Yeah.
Madness. It's the power of a good song. It's the power of a good song.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go because it's raining, and yeah, I don't know why I'm going because it's raining, but I'm gonna go anyway. But listen, as I said, enjoy the user week, and I'll definitely back tomorrow. So have a good one.
Yeah.
See you later. Thanks, guys, in the chat. Thanks, guys, on the panel. Don't forget to
Thank you
subscribe.
very much.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
We'll see you next Sunday. Yeah, we'll see you all if you're able to make it, Geeky, and you let me know. But Daniel,
Yeah,
I know you'll be here next Sunday. Daniel, you don't even have to say, right? I know already, Daniel.
Yeah.
What did I tell you, Daniel? Well, I told you already, Daniel. Right. Right. Yeah. So we have Daniel on the panel next week along with Rabbi, and then we have classic Q. We will have those trailers at some stage. I wouldn't be surprised if Rabbi has actually sent me one and I haven't actually seen it yet, because that's how quick he is at working. So listen, enjoy the rest of your week. I'll talk to you tomorrow. And yeah, that's it. Good night. Thanks for the super
Yeah.
chats as well.
Good night.
Stay safe,
Good night,
guys.
people.
Talk to you soon. See you, guests. Bye, bye, bye. Take care.
Yeah.